The previous program was paid for by Louis Avalone.
Breaking news and trending talk. 710 AM, 1017 FM, KEEL, Shreveport, a Town Square media station.
It's time. It's time. It's time. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, is on the air. Tim Fletcher and his cavalcade of correspondents guide you through all the games in the area. When the game gets tight, late in the fourth quarter, we take you there live. Coaches, kids, correspondents, and Fletch, all here for Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Feel the frenzy.
Thank you, Robert J. Wright. Blast from the past. Absolutely. What's going on, kids? This is Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland on 101.7 FM, 710 Keel. My name is Tim Fletcher. Happy to be here with you in week 11 of our 12-week season of Friday Football Frenzy. Once again, powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com. The number one Chevy dealership in the area, among the top 250 Chevy dealerships in the land. We are joined in studio by our old pal, Adam Hester. Hey, everybody's going on. Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
It's lively this evening.
Yeah, Hester, thanks for being so pumped up. Yeah, man, playoffs. I won 3 state championships at Evangel. So, that's what it is. All right, there you go. It's Adam Hester.
Adam Hester, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Ball of energy.
He is a ball of energy tonight. And joined by, of course, the lead singer of Opossum, Where Art Thou? Kids, you're not invited.
Not invited.
To any show they have.
None.
The Triple Xmas show coming up.
In December. Look at our Facebook. I keep forgetting the date. I'm a terrible promoter of my band.
I don't know if I want people looking at your Facebook either, because
the Facebook is PG-13.
Okay-ish. Right. It's Ruben, right? Good morning, Ruben, or evening, Ruben. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, good morning, evening. It doesn't matter. I'm feeling the frenzy. And just by the way, we were talking about Robert J. Wright.
Yeah.
To anyone I may have led astray in the past, he is not my father. I used to tell people in if you ran into me at a bar, maybe an Opossum Where Art Thou show,
right,
and asked, are you and Robert related? I would say, yes, he's my dad.
I just assume that's the same thing, too.
To a lot of people.
Right.
And
Robert's in on the joke, too, because he talks about his proud son, Ruben.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So y'all do favor quite a bit.
Oh, sure, yeah. He's 70 and still jogs. No. I can't remember the last time I jogged.
Yeah, if I jog, there's usually a refrigerator soon to be in my hand. The handle of a refrigerator in my hand soon.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Ruben, this is it, man. We got one more show after this one. Adam Hester is not here yet. That was the Tim Fletcher Show Primetime Players, a little radio acting, little theater of the mind. He'll be coming in hot. I don't know if you guys are aware of it. Hester's got a full-time gig as the athletic director at Providence Classical Academy, and he's the soccer coach and all this other stuff. And so he's got a full plate. And this is his final show of the year with us. He's not going to be here next week because of a soccer tournament. So I got to get a sub in here for next week. And that's going to be difficult because I'm trying to think. I think a lot of the guys that I have to check, see if Rabouche's available. So, yeah.
I'll just invite the rest of the Opossum boys. We'll have all.
And it'll be our last show ever.
Yeah. We'll be in here.
It'll be the season and series finale.
You get those guys going, get them a few adult beverages, and we'll be off the air permanently.
Should I get Rogers up here just to kind of
level
put the nails in the coffin?
Yeah.
Go ahead and throw the dirt on us. Well, Rube, let's get this party started,
start dialing,
buddy.
man.
It is playoff time. We've got so many games tonight to keep up with, not only the games that are central to our area around here, including our teams that are hosting, but our teams that are on the road. And we're going to try our best. We, being me and the mouse in my pocket, since Hester is not here yet, we are going to try to keep up with what's going on in the brackets as well, so that if our teams do succeed, who they may play in the next round, and for our teams that have byes this week, to give you an idea of who they may face. And, of course, one of the most intriguing ones about that is Haynesville, of course, the number 1 seed in Division IV non-select, has a bye, and they await the winner of Homer and Franklin. Of course, David Franklin, Red Franklin, the Franklin family, the first family of football in the state of Louisiana. So they're either going to take on a team from a name place, or they're going to face Homer again in a rematch of the Claiborne Parish Super Bowl, one of, if not the oldest, high school football rivalry west of the Mississippi. So all kind of fun stuff. We'll get to all of our games. We're starting right off in Northwood High School, where the Northwood Falcons are taking on the Barb Buccaneers. It's a 7 seed versus a 26 seed. And joining us on the Chasing Aces hotline, it's good old Chris Herron. Hey, Taco Chris, what's up, buddy?
How's it going?
It's going awesome. Are you still wearing the Austin Brown sweatshirts?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Well, what's happening in your game so far, buddy?
It is 7-0. Barb got on the board quick. Got a first down. Kind of had a third and short. Got it, and then they went. Jordan Griffin went about 70 on a run. Wow. So, but Northwood got the next kickoff, and they got the ball right about the 45. So they are on the, where are they at? They're about the 50. So third down and 9:34 left in one.
How do we match up size-wise in these two teams? Is there an advantage one way or the other?
I mean, I would definitely say that Barb looks bigger for sure. I know there's some big-time baseball commits that are, football players. Of course, they've always had those. You had those Jordan brothers, Bo and Bryce Jordan, that both were real good football players at Barb, that both played LSU baseball. But, Barb has always has a heck of a baseball. You definitely want to be playing them football rather than baseball.
That's also true. Yeah, and I know that Austin had said they've got a kid, and they've got an LSU commit, a UL commit, and plenty of baseball players committed to play at the next level. So there are some athletes on that field. That's a fact.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that all right, they stopped us on fourth down.
Oh, no.
On the 45. I thought that was not a real good spot, but, there's no inches given in a playoff game. So
no, there's not. All right, so fourth down conversion, not good for Northwood. Barb takes over at midfield with just about.
It's minus 45.
Okay.
45. Yeah.
All right. Well, we need something good happening for your Northwood Falcons here soon, Chris. We'll be back in touch quite a bit, as I'm sure the rest of the state trying to get in touch with you as well. But Barb on top, 7-0 early. Chris Herron on the Chasing Aces hotline. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Tamika Moore joins us. BTW hosting the Struma tonight. It's the first home playoff game for BTW since 2008.
Hi, Flex.
Hey, Tamika, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm doing A-OK. More importantly, how are those BTW Lions doing so far?
Doing pretty good. We scored first 6 points, but we got, I don't know what happened with the 2-point conversion. The quarterback moved in the line, but the wide receivers didn't. So it's 6-0, 10 minutes, 21 seconds in the first quarter. It's amazing when you have a home playoff game. The superintendent's out here, the athletic director of the parish out here.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
All kind of visitors.
That's nice. That's what we like to see. And they're seeing BTW take a lead. 6-0 BTW over Struma. Tamika, how much time is left in the first quarter right now?
10 minutes.
Okay.
And the quarterback keeping, he ended up getting about a good almost 20 yards.
Okay. All right. But so far, so good. Tamika?
Yeah, but so far, so good.
I hope that phone's charged up. We're looking for some history tonight for the BTW Lions, so they can keep on. So best of luck to Coop and the crew, and thank you very much, Tamika. Talk to you soon.
All right, thank you.
All right, joining us now on the Chasing Aces hotline here, Stephen Verpka is at Preston Crownover, where Dirty Red Parkway hosting Covington in a Division I non-select first-round playoff game. Hello, Stephen Verpka. What's happening in your game on the Chasing Aces hotline?
Right now, it's Covington had the ball first. Had a fake punt on 4th and 1, just shy of midfield. And now they're setting up for a field goal here from the 25-yard line. And it's good.
All right.
So 4th and 11, they just kicked the field goal. They're up 3-0, 6:51 left in the first. So
okay,
they ate a lot of clock on that first drive there.
All right. How do we, that we're facing teams, obviously, tonight in our area that we're not quite as familiar with, obviously. So when you look at Covington size-wise, Parkway's a big football team. Is there a size advantage one way or the other in this game?
No, I mean, they're comparable to us.
Okay.
They've got some big body receivers that are pretty good. They're really a good looking football team. Had a good little drive there, 4th and 1. Just, we kind of bit on it, and they made a good play. And other than that, defensively, we played pretty well. They got probably 30 yards on that play alone on that fake punt. So
okay.
Aside from that, you know what I mean. So we'll see here what's going to happen. We've had probably 3 or 4 negative plays in terms of defensively.
All right.
So we're doing pretty good there, and like I said, it'll be interesting. It's a lot of the same coaching staff from from the last time, and
really,
it was kind of funny. We were talking about, and so the one of the guys on coach is now the principal there, and actually, Coach James, our offensive coordinator, the last time he played him, they brought it up. He threw 4 picks against Covington.
Wow.
When he was playing at Airlines.
Wow, that's my neighborhood. That's approaching my productivity.
He said, "Hey, that's not how we wanted to start our conversation off today."
No, not at all. I know they've got a Texas State commit at wide receiver.
Yes, sir. Receiver, number 4.
Okay, does he look the
He's
part?
Good-looking kid.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, kind of wondered about that.
Sure.
Kind of wondered about that. All right, so Parkway's getting ready to have their shot at it.
Yeah, we're going to start on our 40-yard line.
Good deal. Nice little run back there, or was it a short kick?
Kind of squib.
Okay.
We returned it about 10 yards.
All right. Well, Steven Verbka, once again, like we told Tamika, I hope that phone's charged up. We want some good stuff,
It
man.
is. It'll be ready to roll.
All right, man. Thanks, Verbka.
All right. Yes, sir. Thank you, Fletch.
And from our Boyd Family Dentistry text line, happy playoff season from a 318 with 11 to go in the first. It's Logansport 8, Varnado nothing. Logansport on top of Varnado early in that game. Once again on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line. Tugwell lets us know that West Feliciana gets on the board first. They take a lead 6 minutes into the opening quarter over Gary Smith and the Bossier Bearcats. So it's 7-0 West Feliciana at home over the Bossier Bearcats, but Bossier's getting the ball for the first time. Dr. Morgan joins us now on the Chasing Aces hotline. Mansfield at 8-2 hosting Winfield, and Byron Keller, former Red River head coach, is at Winfield tonight. Hey there, Dr. Morgan. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. We're in the first quarter. We have 4 minutes left, so it's been pretty fast. And Winfield's up 6-0, but we are just now getting our first possession.
Okay, so they scored on their opening possession.
Yes.
All right.
They took 8 minutes off the clock.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
8-minute drive. That's a common theme so far tonight. Dr. Morgan, kind of the same thing we're asking some of these other folks. Now, Winfield's a little more familiar with folks over here, but as far as their boys versus Mansfield's boys, is there a size advantage one way or the other?
I don't think their guys look that much larger than ours, and they do have a little speed because they've got a little state 100-meter sprinter on their team. But, we've got a state champion long jumper. We've got some runners that oh, my gosh, come on. And we got, Terrell Begee and Jaden Hamilton.
Yeah.
So,
and not a lot of people have that.
and so that's kind of a tandem there, isn't it?
Right. I think we're hoping that that's the trump card tonight as Mansfield, putting the ribbon on an 8-win season.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Yeah. And he said, Coach Barbe said earlier this week that they have 2 guys that were on their sprint relay championship squad. So not only that young man that you're talking about, but they have another kid that was on that squad as well that's pretty quick. So this is going to be a fun one. All right.
We're hoping for that. Go Wolverines.
You got that right, Dr. Morgan. Thank you very much for the update on the Chasing Aces hotline in Winfield.
Come on, go.
What happened?
Come on, Terrell. Up, out of bounds.
How
about the 10, maybe the 15.
All right, there we go. Did you
Let's answer.
Did you get on to the boys again this week? Because it sounds like they're responding.
I did tell Ja'Corian Greer to keep catching. He told me he would.
Okay.
I said, it's about dang time.
Give him heck, Dr. Morgan. All right.
I'm very real.
I don't blame you. We will be back with you early and often. Thanks a lot, Dr. Morgan.
Okay. Bye-bye.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
All right, we're going to do what we've got score-wise, and then there's a couple games that we need to add from the local area, so I'll kind of pencil those in for you as well. All right. What did he say was a Parkway score? I missed that.
Parkway score is 3-0 Covington.
3-0 Covington. Okay. Barb ahead of Northwood 7-0.
Yep.
BTW ahead of Estrema 6-0. Natchitoches and Terrebonne, I'm going to add at the bottom of that first page.
Yes.
That one, 7-0 Natchitoches. That just updated. So 7-0 Natchitoches leading Terrebonne. Did she say no score for Mansfield yet?
Mansfield is down 6-0.
They're down 6-0. Okay.
Yes.
But on the move, apparently.
Yes.
Wassman 7, Minden 0, Logansport 8, Varnado 0, Hammond 7, Captain Shreve 0.
Hammond's on top? Okay.
Yes. Westgate 6, Airline nothing. West Feliciana 7, Bossier 0. I don't have a score for Red River Manny. Same with West Monroe South Lafourche. Add at the bottom of that page, St. Fred's 7, Cedar Creek 0.
I thought I had that in there.
I don't see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But that's all right. No big deal. All right. We do have a score for Cecilia and Carroll, 7-0 Cecilia. Union Parish 7, Rayville 0, Darbon Woods 7, Parkview Baptist 0. That's what, and then actually I just saw, let me pull it back up, a Karen Crow and Acadiana score. I believe it was 3-0, but let's confirm that before we do anything else. Catholic New Iberia is leading Glen Oaks 14-0. Not sure if that's on the page, but Acadiana leads Karen Crow 3-0. And during the break, we'll catch back up on the rest.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice your last call, 797-7810, firstchoicepersonnel.net. If you're an employer looking for employees or an employee looking for a job, you know where you can go, firstchoicepersonnel.net, 318-797-7810. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, on the air, the playoff edition, round 1. And right now, seems like every local school is having a little bit of a slowness getting out of the box. We'll see if we can get some hurry up and some catch 'em up when we come back. More Friday Football Frenzy on 101.7 FM 710 Keel, brought to you by Chevyland right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
We are excited to have Chevyland as our title sponsor for the 13th consecutive year here on Friday Football Frenzy. Chevyland, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area. Chevyland, among the 250 top Chevy dealers in the entire country. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. Weekdays, weeknights, weekends, they're all made for Chasing Aces. That's right, Chasing Aces is your entertainment capital. They have something for everyone, for all ages, and I'm telling you from personal experience, everything's a blast. They hit a home run literally with everything out there. Go to chasingaces.golf and book your time today.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
Having personally witnessed just how hard the folks at Alsco work, you can feel great knowing they are working so hard for you. Uniforms, linens, facility care, and so much more. Call them today, 318-636-0404, or visit alsco.com. Are you familiar with Sports Cards of Louisiana, Shreveport Bossier's premier sports card and TCG store? That's right, buy, sell, trade sports cards, Magic, and Pokemon. They're a Topps Direct MVP account, Topps Buyback Redemption Program, Play Pokemon store. They're a Fanatics Collect Direct Submission Shop, games, workshops, Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, paints and supply, Magic the Gathering Friday every single week. They have Commander Night, plus Pokemon Play on Sundays at Sports Cards of Louisiana, 3000 North Market Street, Suite 178. Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country. Welcome back, everybody. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, the #1 Chevy dealership in the area. We're glad to be here with you on 101.7 FM 710 Keel, keeping up with all the games in our area, plus around the state. And as I said, we'll try to start filling in the brackets as we get along to show where our guys are going to be playing next week and those who have buys who they may have coming into play. Hester is here. Good evening, Adam Hester.
Hello.
Ruben is here, and joining us now on the Chasing Aces hotline, it's good old Alan Posh with an update on Natchitoches Central and Terrebonne. Hey, Alan, what's going on in your game tonight?
Hey, right now it's almost the end of the first quarter. It's 7-7. We got the kickoff and took it right down the field pretty methodically and scored a quick touchdown, and then they returned the favor, and they actually just stopped us. So we're punting right now on our second possession.
Okay. But yeah. Go ahead, Alan. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, yeah, it just looks like, I mean, we played really loose on that first drive. It looked awesome. It looked like the first couple of weeks when we were really just letting it go. And so it looked good. We're going to see how defense had them in a couple of key third downs, and they did get the first down. They got a pretty darn good running back. The guy's shifty and just doesn't go down. He likes contact too. But he did a lot, and the quarterback had a couple nice passes. So we'll see how it goes. But we just got to get through that initial, adrenaline rush, and then get into the game and just go with it.
Yeah, Brad mentioned earlier this week, Brad Laird, head coach of Natchitoches Central, about the running back, that he's been banged up, but he is back. Terrebonne started the year 4-0, but they lost 3 of their last 6. Natchitoches Central comes in on a heater. They've won 5 of 6. So we're hoping that momentum really does play a part tonight. Alan Posh, he's down at Terrebonne with the 24-seeded Natchitoches Central Chiefs taking on Terrebonne on the road tonight, and it's 7-7 going into the second quarter. Alan, thanks for the update, buddy.
No problem.
Jeff Rhodes joins us now on the Chasing Aces hotline for a quick update here with Jeff Rhodes in the pit where Minden is taking on Wassman. And you got some news for us, don't you, Jeff?
Man, let me tell you something, Fletch. It's exciting in the pit already. We are knotted up at 7 right now with 5 minutes left in the first quarter. And Minden's defense, even though they led the very first play from the line of scrimmage, result in a 75-yard touchdown, the defense has come back strong and has pushed Wassman back to their next drive. And we're sitting at a third and about 13 right now. And Wassman's about the 15-yard line. Let's see what Wassman does on this third down play.
Okay.
Okay, they drop back, looking to pass. Quarterback keeps it. Moves up the field. He's not going to get the first down. He's I don't know, he may have actually squeaked out the first down play. Looks like we moved the chains. So move the ball up to the 30-yard line, just past the 30-yard line, so they get a new set of downs. But what an electric game tonight already in the pit.
And how is the crowd tonight in Minden?
I really thought there'd be more people here tonight. I mean, it's not bad. It's not terrible. But it's probably about 80% less than what I thought it ought to be on the first round of the playoffs.
Right. Maybe they're on their way. Maybe they're still putting the kids in their Minden gear and getting out there as soon as they can. So
they're down at Underdogs eating some chicken wings.
There we go. That could also be the case. And, just waiting for the bill so they can get out and get to the pit.
That's right.
Because we know this.
That's right.
If there's a game at the pit, Jeff Rhodes is there, and he has been there for us for just about 12 seasons, it feels like, and does an awesome job, and we are so appreciative of it, Jeff. We're sure hoping that we got another date with you next week as well. But right now it's 7-7. Minden and Wassman evened up. Thanks, Jeff Rhodes.
Thank you, Fletch. Thank you.
Mark McGee joins us. Let's go down to DeSoto Parish, where the Logansport Tigers, a 5 seed, playing the same team they faced in the first round of the playoffs last year in Bernardo. Hey, Mark McGee on the Chasing Aces hotline. What's going on in your game?
Well, this year Bernardo did not get hung up in traffic, made it here on time. So thank goodness for that. I believe it was 10 o'clock before we got our kickoff time.
That's about right, yep.
We got started on time tonight. We've got 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's Logansport 16, Bernardo 0. Opening kickoff to us, we ran it down to the 12-yard line, scored pretty quick. And it's just they haven't been able to get much going on offense, which has resulted in bad field advantage. So Just right now, I mean, Logan Sports fixed to take the ball over on Vernado's 30, first and 10. That was from a punt. So they just went torn out and punted back to Logan Sports. So.
All right, so kind of curious here. Your brother has talked about the fact that his son, your nephew, is back in the fold, Colin McGee, but Keaton Kaysen has been quarterbacking throughout the year. Keaton is one of those guys, you put him anywhere, he's a very good athlete. He can catch the ball, he can run the ball, he can throw the ball. Who's been handling the quarterback duties so far tonight for the Logan Sport Tigers?
Well, as of right now, Colin McGee is making his appearance, first appearance.
Okay.
Yeah, he is. So Colin's making his appearance, but they're right by his side is Keaton Kaysen. So
okay, all right.
Keaton's one of those guys. He's the dude. So where do you need him?
Exactly. That's the kind of guy you want to have.
On a misdirection play, he took it about 8 yards. So
all right.
Keaton did.
It's been a big night, a big week so far for the McGee family. I saw that the daughter jacked one in her softball debut the other night, and now
she did.
Her brother is out there trying to help these Logan Sport Tigers, and her uncle has given us the updates. And it's 16-0 Logan Sport over Varnado in the first quarter, and they are driving again. We hope this is the sign of good things there, Mark McGee. Look forward to visiting with you throughout the night, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you on the Chasing Aces hotline. Todd Sharp is down in Hammond in Strawberry Country with the Captain Shreve Gators taking on Hammond tonight. And I don't know why they're not the Eggs or the Organs, but here we go. Todd Sharp, what's going on in your game tonight?
All good, Fletch. Hammond started off with the ball, marched down the field, touchdown. Shreve had 3-4 plays. We punted, and then Hammond punted, and then we scored. Law has an 80-yard touchdown reception. So we're 7-7, and then Hammond just punted again. So we've got the ball on the 28-yard line, about to start again. So there's 1 minute, 18 seconds left, first quarter, 7-7.
How does this look as far as one team's advantage over another, whether it's speed, whether it's size, or numbers even? Is there a distinct advantage to the naked eye?
Their first drive, they ran some sweeps, options, and got down the field. We've made some adjustments, so they do have some speed. Whatever we've done on the adjustment side, I really don't know. But I don't know if we're in no doubles now or what. I can't relate it into football, but hold on. Right in front of me, we're down the field. Gabe has just scored from the 28-yard line, first play. Lockett just took it around the end, and we are up, waiting an extra point. There's 1:05 left in the first quarter.
I'll tell you what, can we hang out with you for just a second, Sharp, to get the extra point? Because that's so tough to make sure we got the right scores that they come sometimes get reported incorrectly, so we'll hang out with you here. So Gabe Lockett just jets 28 yards for a score.
No, sir. He went 72
yards.
We were on the 28.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Okay. So far, Shreve has an 80-yard touchdown from the younger Law, 72-yard touchdown from Gabe Lockett. We have not even mentioned Jamarcier Plater's name yet, so this is boding well for the Captain Shreve Gators, it seems like.
Kick is up, and it's good. It's 14-7, 1:05 left in the first quarter.
Awesome. Good stuff. Thanks, Sharp.
All right, bye.
All right. Toby Todd joins us. Let's go with those Airline Vikings now. They are down at Westgate, a battle of the 17 seed at the 16 seed, knowing that the winner gets the 1 seed next week. Let's see here. That would be the Ruston Bearcats. Toby Todd, what's happening in your game at Westgate?
Well, there's 3 minutes left in the first quarter, and we're down 21-0. We've thrown a pick six. We gave up a busted play, long pass on a scramble, and we just gave up a punt return.
Oh, my.
So they're about to kick off to us with 3 minutes left, and maybe our offense can get something going, wake up, and get a first down or two here. So far, it's not been all Westgate, all momentum, and we're just seem to be helping them.
Yeah, so, is it kind of a case of just being a little shell-shocked right now? Because that's unlike any start to an airline game in the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, it's that may be a little bit of it. You know, we got a couple first downs on the first drive, then through the pick six, and then we got the ball back, moved it a little bit, and then on the third and short, we fumbled to make it 4th and forever, and then punt and give up the touchdown to scramble. You know, the fact that they, our one of our defenses did maybe pregnant after that much holding and rubbing. But anyway, and then they hold again, and we punt, and they run it back. So we just got to regroup right here.
Yeah, you got to score, and then a lot of ball game, and you'll have to steal a possession here some point or another. But that's something the airline has done before. Did Westgate get the ball first, Toby?
Yeah, they got the ball first, and we held them. And they punted to us, and then we threw the pick six, probably sixth or seventh play of the drive.
Oh, geez. Okay. All right. Time to make a rally. Here we go. Airline trailing.
We just threw another interception.
Oh, boy.
Just their shot at midfield.
Okay.
All right.
That's all right. Time to Kenny Darby. It's time to have that hero moment, buddy. They need you. Let the big dog eat. Let's see what happens here. Down 21-0 and just turning it over. Airline in a whale of a hole right now, but plenty of football time left. Toby Todd on the Chasing Aces hotline taking care of us. Toby, we'll be checking back with you.
All right.
All right, buddy. First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
All right, Covington 10, Parkway 0, Barb 14, Northwood 7, BTW 6, Estruma 0, Natchitoches Central and Terrebonne tied at 7, Mansfield 8, Winfield 6, Wassman and Minden tied at 7, Logansport 16, Varnado 0, Captain Shreve 14, Hammond 7, Westgate 21, Airline nothing, West Feliciana 7, Bossier 6, Red River and Manny tied at 7, West Monroe leads South Lafourche 14-0. Conflicting scores on that St. Fred Cedar Creek game. It now says 0-0. So I'll try to see what I can figure out about that one. Church Point 14, North Webster 0. Homer with a 7-0 lead against Franklin. No score yet for Arcadia versus North Iberville. Same thing for Caldwell Parish versus Richwood. St. Edmund leads Lincoln Prep 8-6. Cecilia leads Carroll 13-7. No score yet for Santamont and Ouachita. East Ascension leads West Ouachita 13-3. Union leads Rayville 13-0. Darbon Woods and Parkview Baptist tied at 14. Oak Grove 13. Port Allen 0. North Lake Christian 16. St. Louis Catholic 0. Looking for scores in a few other games: Westlake and Donaldsonville, Montgomery versus Grand Lake, and LaSalle versus Elton. Franklinton leads Rain 8-0. Karen Crow on top of Acadiana 7-3. St. Thomas More leads Lafayette High 7-0. Southside leading Prairieville 10-0. No score reported yet for Ascension Christian and Opelousas Catholic. Central Baton Rouge leads Dutchtown 12-0. Catholic New Iberia leads Glen Oaks 21-0. Brother Martin with a 7-0 lead against Liberty Magnet. No score yet for Southern Lab versus Central Catholic. And Zachary leads Salmon 14-0.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter. From the Boyd Family Dentistry text line, Logansport now up 22-0. Is that what we had? Nope, now 22-0. Stretching their legs a little bit against Varnado. Oh boy, West Feliciana touchdown on a bad snap. They now lead Bossier 21-6. So West Feliciana has gone from up 7-6 up to 21-6 in that game, and that's not good news. And Jeff Rhodes, Wassman hits the receiver. No one on the field even knew existed to put another round of points on the board. 14-7. 14-7. Minden now trails at the pit to Wassman 14-7. All those texts, by the way, coming in on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line. If you're at a game, shoot us a text, 318-489-7453, 318 Guy Boyd Family Dentistry. When it comes to same-day dentistry, same-day crowns, and our favorite band in the land, outside of Opossum, where art thou, Implant Dentistry, you'll find them with Mackenzie Boyd and Jared Boyd right there at 2042 Line Avenue, 318-425-5356. You can go to Shreveport, Louisiana Dentist. That's ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com, Boyd Family Dentistry. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com. We're 33 minutes into the first round of the playoffs, and we've got some holes dug by our local schools, but there's plenty of time to dig out of them, and we'll get right back at it on 101.7 FM, 710 Keel, right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Football season is here, and the #1 Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where pay dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport.
Scores on the Quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. If you're looking for a job, or if you're an employer looking for an employee, whether it's for a week, a month, or a career, call First Choice Personnel, 797-7810, 318-797-7810.
Spell Brothers Lumber is your local lumber company, located at 1321 Martin Lane, just northeast of Bossier High School, featuring Hot Shot delivery service. They will deliver your lumber hardware needs swiftly and efficiently to your doorstep at no extra charge. And if you have a surplus undamaged materials, they'll pick them up and give you a store credit in return. Spell Brothers Lumber, spellbroslumber.com, 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier City, 318-747-1194.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
When I think of the unsung hero in high school football, I think of that player that does all the little things. All the things that the coach asks that player to do, they're taking care of it. When the star of the team goes down, maybe it's that unsung hero that fills the void. Once again, not necessarily getting the accolades, but getting the job done. And that's what Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana has been doing since 1926. They bring you the unsung hero on our Friday night shows as well throughout the week. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana, an unsung hero themselves. Skint and Dent has been around here in Shreveport Bossier for just about 12 years. 814 Shreveport Barksdale Highway, 318-869-2023. The Hill Brothers, Devin and Rance. Man, these guys know it inside and out. The business of getting you appliances and furnishings that may have just a slight little cosmetic defect, a little scratch, a little dent, but up to 50% savings over the big box stores. Why would you go anywhere else other than Skint and Dent? 814 Shreveport Barksdale Highway. Ruben and I are getting kind of weirded out, man. Esther went to the men's room in here. He's gone. All of a sudden, fault starts flashing on our fancy score clock over here. So
that was a little bizarre.
That's a little bizarre.
I'm in here every morning. I don't think I've ever seen that happen.
Well, this is one of those nights, I guess. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, on 101.7 FM, 710 Keel. It's 7:37. Okay. And we're going to Connor Tugwell. Oh, Daydream Harris. We're checking in Red River at Manny. These two teams have played before. Red River destroyed Manny in the regular season. But this is the playoffs. Daydream Harris on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hey, Daydream, what's happening in your game tonight, buddy?
Right now we're tied 7-7. We have the ball probably on the 12-yard line, third and about 6. 6 minutes left in the second quarter.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
It's been real tight and real physical.
Okay, well, you know, anytime there's a situation like this, Daydream, where it's a rematch, you always got to think the team that got beat has got so much they're playing for and is so ready to get that out of their hands. So we knew that Manny would have some fight, especially early in this game against Red River, because Red River destroyed them in the first time around. So I'm not surprised that it's tight early, but sure feels like Red River has had the better squad all season long. What happened on that third down play, by the way?
Incomplete pass. Broken up by Manny.
Okay.
Got 4th and 6.
Going for
punt.
it? Oh, we're going to punt. Okay.
Punt.
All right. Okay. Where are we on the clock, Daydream?
5 minutes, 55 seconds left in the second quarter.
Second quarter already. Okay, 5:52. Very good. Daydream Harris joining us on the Chasing Aces hotline. Thank you very much, buddy. We'll be checking back in with you soon.
Yes, sir.
All right, Daydream Harris on the Red River side of the sidelines there, 7-7 against the Manny Tigers. Going to Gene Ponte. Let's go. The old fraternity brother, one of my favorite fellows that I grew up with in Monroe, Gene the Dancing Machine. His boy is a wrecking ball of a running back for the West Monroe Rebels. They are hosting South Lafourche, and they are not treating their visitors very kindly tonight so far. Gene Ponte, what's happening in your game right now, buddy?
Tim, do not be shy to say we're still growing up together, brother. Even at our ripe age of 45.
45 and 46, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I got a year on you. You know that.
Right. That's
hey,
right.
So, look, 21-7 Western Row leading the Tarpons of South Ofusite right now. In a game that kind of started off relatively slow. In fact, Western Row, the first play defensively, got an interception. Couldn't do a thing with it despite having the ball at the 30-yard line. Finally settled in and went up top. They've scored on an end around. Although it was a 1-yard plunge, it was set up on a 54-yard pass from Gio to Trez Davis. It's been kind of balanced, but look, I knew going into this football game, Christian told me during the course of the week, Western Row is going to put the ball up top, and they have. So
interesting.
Well, I think they're trying to, for a lot of different reasons. You guys know, and every coach will probably tell you, you got to put some things on tape to make your next team prepare for it.
That's right.
And I don't think Western Road has done a good job of that all year. But they have tonight. They've thrown the ball more than they've run it. So
very interesting.
We'll see how it plays out.
And
but 9-16, by the way, left in the second quarter.
And the other aspect of that, of course, is that when the legs get weak on the other side, there's a young man in the backfield for West Monroe that can really turn people into just potholes on that floor there.
I'm proud of him. He's had a good year. So, it's fun to watch. But, it's all about getting to the Superdome in 5 weeks, and it starts tonight, and we don't care how we get there. So we'll see how it plays out.
There we go, buddy. Gene, the dancing machine. Gene Ponte taking care of us on the Chasing Aces hotline. Always love catching up with you. And our best to your boy Christian and the Rebels. We'll check with you back later soon, buddy.
All right, thanks, brother. You and Darryl have a good show.
Thank you, man.
I bet.
Stephen Verbka joins us now on the Chasing Aces hotline. Let's get back to Preston Crownover, where the Panthers found themselves early in a 10-0 hole against visiting Covington. Stephen Verbka, do we have any progress from the Panther side yet?
Yeah, right now it's 16-14. We just broke a 50-yard run. So we're going for 2 here to see if we can tie it up with 8:33 left in the second.
Nice. You wait.
Let's see here. Been a pretty good game. They've done a good job offensively, kind of keeping us off balance, a lot of misdirection. 2-point conversion, we threw it to the defensive end. It came out and played a little tight end for us, Rod Johnson. So it's going to be 16-16.
All right.
So we'll go from there.
And how much time left in the second quarter, Stephen?
8:33. 8:33 left.
Boy, howdy. And this did it get to 16-0 or was 10-0 the biggest deficit?
10.
10-0. Okay, so early on, 10-0 deficit. Parkway has rallied to knot this thing at 16 early in the second. Stephen Verbka, as always, thank you, buddy.
Bye.
Westgate 21-0. Thank you, David Tinkas, with our Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana representative. Of course, the Unsung Heroes, brought to you by Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana. And by the way, if you go to a Goodwill and you find that they have no VHS tapes, it's because Ruben is buying every one of them. All of them.
What does he know?
I'm up to 2.
Well, you missed the fault thing blinking on the clock here earlier, Esther. So we don't know what it was. Chris Herron joining us from Northwood, seeing that the Falcons can get things in action. They found themselves down 2 scores to the Bar Buccaneers. Taco Chris on the Chasing Aces hotline. Have we got good news?
Well, 21-7 Northwood. Barb.
Okay.
9:43 left in the second. Northwood got something going, had a good drive, but that was after we were down 14-0, and then we kicked off, and they had a nice drive. Ended up going Jordan Griffin on about a 30-yard run.
Okay.
It's basically a muscular Kyron Johnson, maybe a little faster. I think he's a big baseball commit for to LSU.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I think
that's what I've heard.
Yeah, he's one of, I think, one or. Yeah, shocking.
Yeah. I know. So that's what you get. I remember the Jordan brothers down there. They were both real good football players as well. So they've got the ball. They just stopped us again, so we punted. and then you're looking at about 3rd and 4 coming out on about the 14, on minus 14. So here we go. We got to get us a stop now so we can cut some of this. We do get the ball in the second half.
Okay.
So if we can get a stop, we just haven't stopped them yet. That's what we got to do. We got to force a punt or something.
Right, man, and now would be the ideal time for a ball on the ground. Yeah. Holy moly.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, the quarterback, I think he's a UL baseball commit. He has avoided some big-time minus situations by either scrambling or just getting rid of a ball a couple of times and getting away from a couple of tackles. So he's got him out of a couple of situations. So he's a player. So we got to get a stop somehow, and we can get back in the game. But we just haven't stopped him yet.
Get it to a score difference by the half, and you'll be A-OK.
Yeah.
That's the deal. Get it to a score. All right, man. Chris Herron joining us on the Chasing Aces hotline. Thanks, Chris.
All right. Bye.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
So just so I'm clear, Barb's a big 5A school.
Correct.
That would have lots of people to choose from.
Yeah, sure.
That was a baseball commit making plays and another baseball commit as the quarterback. And they don't seem to have a problem sharing that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just wanted to clear that up. Covington and Parkway tied at 16. Barb leads Northwood 21-7. BTW 6, Estruma nothing. Terrebonne leads Natchitoches 14-7. Mansfield on top of Winfield 14-6. Wassman 14, Minden 7. Do you have anything different for that?
Wassman and Minden?
Yeah.
Turnover by Minden on the punt. Well, no.
So they have not cashed that in yet.
They have
Okay.
not, no.
All right.
14-7.
14-7 in that one. Logansport 22, Varnado nothing.
Hold on, I got something.
Oh, I got 28 actually now. It just changed.
Yeah. 28-0 Logansport.
28-0 Logansport. Captain Shreve 21, Hammond 13. A lot of these other numbers are changing from these other games, so now I'm scared I missed an update or something. I'm not falling for this 23-0 for Westgate because
it was 21. Well,
I'm not falling for it. I'm just not.
Didn't
they threw an interception, but no. Until I get more confirmation.
Yeah, they just picked it off. How'd they get 2 points if they just picked it off?
Nope.
Okay.
Until I get confirmation, it's still 21-0.
I'm with you on that.
West Feliciana 21, Bossier 6, Red River and Manny. It's surely not still tied at 7, is it?
I think so.
No, it's not. Manny with a touchdown. There you go.
Ooh,
so Manny
really?
13-7. Not sure if the extra point has come there or not. Going back a page, Natchitoches has tied the game with Terrebonne 14-14 in that one. So yeah, Manny 13, Red River 7, West Monroe 21, South Lafourche 7. That St. Fred score has been updated. They lead Cedar Creek 21-0.
Okay.
So we'll go with that for now.
Right.
Church Point 14, North Webster 0. Kind of an important one considering we might get a Haynesville Homer game next week.
Yeah.
Homer leads Franklin 7-0. So far, so good.
All right.
No score yet for Arcadia and North. Is it Iberville or Iberville?
I think it's
somewhere away.
Yeah. Who cares? They're not
no
listening.
score for that game. Caldwell Parish and Richwood, no score for that one either. St. Edmund leads Lincoln Prep 22-6. Cecilia leads Carroll 13-7. Ouachita has just scored again, so that's now 14-0 over Santa Ma. East Ascension 21, West Ouachita 3. Union Parish 14, Rayville 6. What's been a pretty good one over there. Well, it's not over there. It's down in Baton Rouge. But 21-14, Parkview Baptist leads Darbon Woods. That's been back and forth so far. Oak Grove 13, Port Allen actually make that 20. They just updated it. 20-0, Oak Grove leading Port Allen. North Lake Christian leads St. Louis Catholic 16-0. No score yet for Westlake, Donaldsonville. Grand Lake 20, Montgomery 6. Elton 12, LaSalle 0. Franklinton 16, Rain nothing. Need to check back in, but Karen Crow leading Acadiana 7-3 was the last score we had there. St. Thomas More on top of Lafayette High 7-0. Southside 10, Prairieville 0, Opelousas Catholic 14, Ascension Christian 0. Central of Baton Rouge 12, Dutchtown 3, Catholic New Iberia 28, Glen Oaks nothing. Brother Martin 7-0 over Liberty Magnet. Haven't seen a score yet for Central Catholic versus Southern Lab. Zachary leading Salmon 14-0.
First Choice Personnel bringing you Scores on the Quarter.
Make First Choice your last call, 797-7810. First Choice Personnel. When it comes to specializing in e-services, you need somebody to help with workforce recovery plans, on-site management, payroll processing, candidate testing, custom solutions, and more. Make your last call, First Choice Personnel, 318-797-7810. Our show tonight also brought to you by Spell Brothers Lumber. Our buddy John Salmons, Louisiana Tech alum, Army veteran as well, locally owned and operated. Spell Brothers Lumber, located at 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier City, just northeast of Bossier High, between I-20 and East Texas, featuring free hot shot delivery service. And remember, any materials you buy from Spell Brothers Lumber, when the job is over, if you have undamaged materials and unused materials left over, call them. If you bought them from Spell Brothers, they'll get them back from you and give you a store credit. Thanks as well to Morris & DeWitt Injury Lawyers and our Morris & DeWitt Player of the Week, supporting so many local endeavors, including spotlighting high school athletics in a large, gargantuan way. It's Trey Morris, Justin DeWitt, and the fine folks at Morris & DeWitt Injury Lawyers, morrisdewitt.com. That's DEWETT.com. Thank you as well to Boyd Family Dentistry, Honey Baked Ham, Chasing Aces, Chevyland, and so much more. We're going to keep on rocking in a free world. It's Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. And yes, we do have an update. Minden has knotted this game up on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line. The Tide churned some time off the clock and sustained an impressive drive, tying it at 14-all with 7:03 to go in the first half. And West Feliciana has stretched out to now a 28-6 lead over Bossier. All of that coming on our Boyd Family Dentistry text line, and we'll be back with Ruben, Hester, and myself right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country. The presenting sponsor of the Tim Fletcher Show is Alsco. Uniforms, linens, facility care, first aid kits, supplies, and so much more. And even wet mops, floor mats, laundry services, they do it all. Alsco.com, ALSCO.com. Boyd Family Dentistry with Doctors Jared Boyd and Mackenzie Boyd, the dynamic duo and husband and wife partners there, and ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com at Boyd Family Dentistry. Understand, when a dental emergency arises, you want to be seen ASAP. They understand that and try their best to be sympathetic in every way possible. Don't forget, they also have comprehensive services like dental implants, porcelain veneers, root canals, fluoride treatments, same-day crowns, and implant dentistry as well. Boyd Family Dentistry.
Morris & DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
When is the last time you literally heard someone say, man, there's nothing like this place, and thought, I bet there's something like this place? Dude, there's nothing like Chasing Aces at all. From the home run dugout to the putting zone to the driving base and the par 3, they've got something for everybody. ChasingAces.golf. Whether you're looking for that hot shot prospect in Bowman Chrome, or maybe that established star with any of the Panini products coming out for the NFL, or maybe Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, and those Upper Deck Goodwin Champions cards that are out there, Sports Cards of Louisiana has something for everybody, plus Pokemon and Magic the Gathering. 3000 North Market Street, Suite 178 on the north side of Brookshire. It's Sports Cards of Louisiana, 318-671-4991.
Breaking news and trending talk. 710 AM. 9269 GO. 1017 FM. KEEO. Shreveport, a Town Square media station.
I don't hear anything. I lost everything.
Ah.
Oh, I pulled my headphones out.
That also.
That might help.
That could.
So you're saying that if I plug in my headphones, I can listen better?
Yeah, they're not wireless. Yeah.
No, they're not.
No.
And they were just like sitting out for some reason. I guess
That happens.
I sat on my plug here.
There's spooky stuff going on in the
There
studio.
is.
I don't like it.
Fault. Welcome back, Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Ruben is here. Hester is here. Chevyland, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area. It's Black Friday all month long at Chevyland. Incredible deals waiting for you tomorrow morning. Head out to Chevyland, 7500 Erie Drive in Shreveport. Joining us now on the Mudbugs Hockey Hotline at the Bossier Bearcats game down at West Feliciana. It's good old Connor Tugwell. Buddy, we need a rally from the Bearcats. What's happening now, Connor Tugwell?
Well, unfortunately, West Feliciana just scored again, making it 35-6.
Oh, no.
They're just capitalizing off a lot of mistakes that we're making, especially punting.
48 seconds to play in the first half. It's the Bearcats 6.
Punting mistakes? So are we talking about snapping over the head, shank punts, or what?
Snaps and bad punts. It's a joint effort.
Oh, golly geez. The last thing you need in a situation like this, and now 35-6. Is it almost halftime?
Yes, we got 48 seconds left. Bossier will receive going into the second half. It's a good thing. Maybe we can build some momentum.
Well, that's true. And maybe they can make something, catch lightning in a bottle before the half, for Pete's sake. Need to see a rally, but they have got a deep hole they have dug against West Feliciana at their place, too. All right, Connor Tugwell, thank you for the update, buddy. We'll check in with you later.
Sir, thank you for having me.
You bet. Tamika joins us. She is at Leonard C. Barnes for the first home playoff game for BTW since 2008.
Yes.
We had good news from Tamika, our first report. Let's see if we got more good news from Tamika on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hey, Tamika.
Hey, Fletch. Still good news, 14-6.
Okay.
BTW, they just scored. Estruma missed their 2-point conversion. We got 35 seconds left in the second quarter, so we're about to receive the ball and see what we can do in 35 seconds.
Okay, so
Before halftime.
Are you pleased with the way BTW is playing tonight?
I'm pleased, but I need us to be able to stop this run that Estruma effectively has.
Okay. All right. Who gets the ball to start the third quarter? Did you guys get it first?
It may be us.
Okay. All right. That would be
I
nice.
think it'd be us.
Okay. Very
That
good.
would be nice.
So BTW right now leading Estruma 14-6. Then once again, the first home playoff game in a long time. Most of these kids were not
17 years.
17 years. Unless they're a senior, they weren't alive. The winner of this goes down to Baton Rouge to take on University Lab next week.
Yeah.
Tamika, how cool is it, though? You've been around that program for a number of years, taking care of the boys with PT and everything. How cool has it been just this week with what they've accomplished?
It's been real cool because, it's nothing like having another week of practice while everybody else is at home. And then just knowing that we fulfilled Coach Wynn's wishes. Before he retired, he stated that he wanted us in gold jerseys and he wanted a home playoff game.
Oh,
so
wow.
We're in gold jerseys and we're at a home playoff game.
That's stinking
I think
awesome.
that kind of sums it up right there.
That is awesome. If you can't get on board with that, then I don't know. You got a heart made of coal or something, because that's the good stuff right there. All right, Tamika,
Yeah.
let's hope this thing keeps on keeping on. And those BTW Lions
know.
are getting it done with their proud alumni, proud alumnus, I should say. Gary Cooper at the helm there as the head coach. Good stuff. Tamika, thanks for the update. Good news for BTW. They're up 14-6 late in the second. You bet. Dr. Morgan joins us. Let's go back down to DeSoto Parish, where Mansfield had an early lead over Winsfield. Dr. Morgan on the Chasing Aces hotline. What's going on, Dr. Morgan?
We have 22 seconds left in the half. We are up 22-12.
Okay. That's pretty big
Yeah.
that they didn't get their 2-point conversion. So now you got a 2-score lead with 26 seconds to go in the second quarter.
That's it.
How has our man Terrell Pegues performed tonight? I know he was almost in the end zone last time we talked to you.
Well, he did. Well, our touchdowns, let's see, it was number 20, scored a couple of them.
Okay.
And then our quarterback.
All right.
He had quite a run, but he's got some speed on him, too.
Okay. So Mansfield on top, 22-12.
Yes.
Winfield got the opening
seconds.
kick with 22 seconds, and Mansfield, something happened?
Okay.
Well.
They're about to start back. Okay. No, we're good. We're good. I just get a little excited
Well,
sometimes.
you know, I didn't know if that was if there was like a sale going on over Southern Classic or what. But
let me tell you, they're probably excited tonight.
That's awesome. Dr. Morgan with the update, and it's good news. Darryl Barbay's fellows are on top 22-12 over Winsfield, almost to halftime, and I believe Mansfield gets the ball to start the third quarter. So
that's right. Go Wolverines.
Thank you, Dr. Morgan.
All right.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Covington and Parkway tied at 16. Barb 28, Northwood 14. What was that BTW update?
14-6 BTW.
That's right. 14-6 BTW leads Estruma. Natchitoches 21, Terrebonne 14. Mansfield 22, Winfield 12. Minden 22. Is that right?
No, it's Wassman
22. Wassman scoring and getting a 2-point conversion, so 22-14.
Mm-hmm.
Logansport 28, Varnado 0. Captain Shreve has scored again to make it 28-13.
Good deal.
Over Hammond. And I will say, having a brother that's on the coaching staff at Catholic Baton Rouge, they play the winner of that game, and they have expected it to be Captain Shreve.
Really?
Yeah, they were looking for film on Captain Shreve last week. So
interesting.
Westgate 29, Airline 0.
Wow.
So not sure if they got the 2-point conversion or if they did get the safety, but now it's 29.
And then didn't get the conversion.
Right.
Yeah.
West Feliciana 35, Bossier 6, Manny 13, Red River 7. That was a halftime score.
That is halftime.
West Monroe 28, South Lafourche 7. St. Fred's is so angry at Fletch for leaving them off this page. They're taking it out on Cedar Creek. It's 34-0 now.
You're welcome.
Church Point 21, North Webster 7. Homer 7, Franklin 6.
Wow.
No score yet for Arcadia and North Iberville. Same thing for Richwood and Caldwell Parish. St. Edmund leading Lincoln Prep 22-6. Cecilia 21, Carroll 7. Ouachita 14, Santa Mont 0. East Ascension is not playing around. 36-3, they lead West Ouachita. Union Parish 14, Rayville 6. Parkview Baptist 21, Darbon Woods 14. Oak Grove 20, Port Allen 0. Where did we go? North Lake Christian 31. St. Louis Catholic 0. No score yet for Westlake, Donaldsonville, or none reported at least. Grand Lake leads Montgomery 34-6. Elton leads LaSalle 12-0. Sorry. Franklinton leads Rain 16-0. Still 7-3. Karen Crow leading Acadiana. Wow. St. Thomas More 21-0 over Lafayette High. Southside not messing around with Prairieville 24-7 in that game. I just saw a highlight on Twitter of a pretty long touchdown run for Southside. Opelousas Catholic 21, Ascension Christian 0, Central Baton Rouge 12, Dutchtown 3, Catholic New Iberia 28, Glen Oaks 0, Brother Martin 7, Liberty Magnet nothing. Still no score reported for Central Catholic and Southern Lab. Zachary leads Salmon 14-0.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Logansport 36-0.
Nice. 36.
And Darbon Woods has tied Parkview Baptist. So
wow.
28-all in that game, and that is a halftime score.
Wait, that's 28-all?
28-all.
Okay. That's a little bit of a shot.
I know Parkview is not the Parkview of old, but I don't know what the seeds are in that one either. I don't have it in front of me.
What is that, Division III?
That is, I don't know, I've got the regional deal pulled up, so I'm not sure. They're same as Calvary, so yeah.
If I would look on the select, that would
and Karen Crow updated that one. Karen Crow 14, Acadiana 9. That's a halftime score.
All right, what was I looking for again? Oh, it's 16-17.
Okay,
so it's supposed to be a close game.
Who would they play the winner of?
Lafayette
the number
Christian.
one.
Lafayette. Yeah. So
okay.
it's a short-lived effort.
Go have a good time. Go enjoy yourself.
They'll get to go to Prejean's.
Yeah,
something like that.
Well, more like Burger King.
Who was it? Was it Wilburn that was taking the guys to Golden Corral?
Yes.
And this is pretty funny, Ruben. Captain Shreve's going down south, and they were going to go to the Golden Corral somewhere and they talk with the manager. And he said the last time they went down south for a playoff game, not going to say who it was, one of the star players, had at least like 17 trips to the buffet.
Oh.
And his stomach was completely fouled up for the game, running around very heavily. And he said, I want healthy options and no chocolate fountain available.
No chocolate fountain
for the guys.
How does that work? They just put somebody in front of it?
I don't know.
Warding them off?
Got some crime tape around it. Like my buddy growing up in Monticello. He had a truck. His dad had a truck. He was an Italian guy, great guy, was our little league coach, and he had a bumper sticker, Mafia staff car, keep your hands off. So, chocolate fountain, keep your hands off.
Keep your hands off.
All right. Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland. We're 1 hour in. We're ready to head to hour 2, so that usually means we're getting into the second half of games. We've got some schools that have got some work to do, and we've got some schools that are getting the work done.
Doing all right.
They are doing A-OK. Hester, I've been saying it from week 1 on our little podcast we do with the boys down in New Orleans, WWL, said, just keep an eye on Logansport.
Yeah.
They're going to do their thing. They're going to be 1-3, 2-4. But when the time comes for the playoffs, Kevin McGee's going to have these guys exactly where he wants them. And they are destroying Varnado tonight. All right. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Ruben is here. Hester is here. We're glad you're chilling with us on a beautiful night for football, as a matter of fact. Thanks to our friends over at Alsco as well, one of our presenting sponsors, Alsco.com. Alsco, taking care of your uniform needs, your floor care, your first aid services, and more. Outstanding. And don't forget, Chasing Aces every Thursday, I believe, for a little while. They're having a long drive contest between the boys and girls golf teams from local schools. It's really cool. Last night, it was Calvary and Glenbrook. Some kid uncorked a 327-yard drive. That'll work. But the cool thing is, from 5 o'clock until close, when you go out there to Chasing Aces on those school challenge nights at Chasing Aces, 10% of the proceeds will be split evenly among those two schools. So It's a great fundraiser. It's a lot of fun. You're seeing a lot of parents and other students show up to kind of support this. It's a really cool deal. If you have not been to Chasing Aces and enjoyed the entertainment venue that is there right next to Margaritaville, buddy, I can't tell you how much fun it is. You just have to experience it yourself. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. All right. Hambone is here.
No,
Hambone is not here. Ruben is here. He is not here. We got Derek saying no stomach problems at Mr. Gaddy's. Just ask Adam.
Absolutely correct.
And we'll be back with Friday Football Frenzy right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
We are excited to have Chevyland as our title sponsor for the 13th consecutive year here on Friday Football Frenzy. Chevyland, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area. Chevyland, among the 250 top Chevy dealers in the entire country. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport.
Scores on the Quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. If you're looking for a job or if you're an employer looking for an employee, whether it's for a week, a month, or a career, call First Choice Personnel, 797-7810, 318-797-7810.
When those dental needs arise, it's nice to know that Doctors Jared and Mackenzie Boyd are here to take care of you at Boyd Family Dentistry. You'll find them online at ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com. You'll also find them online at 2042 Line Avenue in Shreveport. And, of course, give them a call. Set up an appointment, 318-425-5356, 318-425-5356, ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com. Boyd Family Dentistry, the home of same-day crowns and emergency dental care. We've all seen the smiling face for Goodwill Industries, but do we know what Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana is actually doing in our community? Did you know they provide janitorial services, groundskeeping services, switchboard operators? They also have employees at state offices and libraries, at the federal courthouse, the VA, and the private sector as well, right here in Shreveport-Bossier, with accounting, payroll, HR, IT, maintenance, and so much more. Yeah, they've got the retail centers, and yeah, they've got 6 job centers, but they do so much. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana. Football season is here, and the #1 Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where pay dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. Welcome back, kids. Tim Fletcher Show. Good gosh. It's not Tim Fletcher Show. It's Friday Football Frenzy. It's nighttime, Ruben. It's Friday night.
Yeah.
You're not Rogers.
No, I'm not.
It's Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Thanks as well to our friends over at Scanton Dent. Why in the world would you go buy an appliance at the big box stores, and that's what we call went and spent too much money, when you can go to Scanton Dent and save? 814 Shreveport Barksdale, beautiful bright showroom, open tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. So what, your washing machine's got a little nick on it. If you've got friends that are checking out your washing machine for dents and stuff, get them out of the house. They're not your friends. They're your competition.
Stay out of my laundry room.
Stay out of my laundry room, you weirdo.
Yeah, what are you doing in there?
You trying to put a load in there or something?
Yikes.
Keep your dirty clothes back at your own place. Keep your dirty laundry to yourself. Of course, Esther Mistek on this is his favorite song of all time. Joining us now on the Chasing Aces hotline, Natchitoches Central trying to take it to Terrebonne on the road. Alan Posh joins us. Hey, Alan, what's going on in your game, buddy?
Yeah, we're at halftime, and we are up 21-14.
Okay, halftime score. Good.
Playing a great game. We're doing everything, playing right now. Actually, I think Kelton Howard, our running back, is out for the game. He got hurt early in the second quarter, and I guess he's not out, but he's got ice all on his ankles, so that's not a good sign.
Not good.
But Kirkendall stepped up, and we're still. We got to just keep the foot on the gas pedal.
Who gets the ball again to start the third quarter, Alan?
Terrebonne will get the ball.
All
so
right.
Okay, we scored right at the end, so it was a great rebuttal to do that, and that was what we needed.
Okay, that is very important. Very good, Alan Posh. At halftime, Natchitoches Central up 21-14 on the road at Terrebonne. What a great year it's been so far for Natchitoches, and it could get even better with another 24 minutes of solid football. Good stuff, Alan. Thank you very much, buddy.
Yes, sir. All right. Bye.
Going up to Jeff Rhodes. Let's go to the pit in Minden, where Minden has been chasing Wassman basically all night long on the Chasing Aces hotline. Jeff Rhodes joins us. Jeff, I've read your text, but I'll let you share the news. What's happening in your game?
Flex, I cannot explain what happened a few plays ago. Nobody on the Minden sideline or Minden side in the stands has a clue what happened, but Wassman took an 80-yard pass while the defense literally stood there and watched. I don't know if they didn't realize the play was about to happen. It's inexplicable. But needless to say, it is 28-14, and there are 3 seconds left in the half. Wassman is about to get another play, one last play. I thought the half had ended, but apparently there was a penalty, and they just marked it off. So Wassman's at 3rd and almost 20. Wassman's going to take it from Minden's, it looks like about the 44. And we got a timeout, I bet, Wassman. Well, they started the clock, and the clock ran out. I have no idea what happened, Fletch.
Okay.
That was the most bizarre ending.
Okay. That's
it
weird.
Was what it was.
So Wassman started off big, scoring from 75 yards out on the first play. Then they get an 80-yard touchdown as a bookend touchdown here in the first half on a play where it appeared that Minden wasn't aware that the play was going on. And so all that, you're only still down those 2 scores. So, okay.
That's right.
All right. But it's at the half. Time to regroup.
Yeah, we're at the half.
And you will get the ball to start the third quarter. Is that right, Jeff?
That is correct. We'll get the ball.
That's big. Okay. Very good. We'll be checking back with you, buddy.
Thank you, Flex.
You bet.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
All right, Parkway 22, Covington 16.
Parkway 22, 16.
Yeah, 22. So not sure.
All right.
Not 100% sure about the extra point, but we'll figure it out. 28-14, Barb leads Northwood. BTW 14, Estruma 6, Natchitoches Central 21, Terrebonne 14, Mansfield 22, Winfield 12. Just seeing if anything is updated. Wassman 28, Minden 14. Logansport is now 44.
Correct.
To nothing over Varnado. Just absolutely killing people.
Yes, they are.
Captain Shreve 28, Hammond 13. That is now 35-21.
Correct.
Captain Shreve. Okay. That.
I think Hammond just scored on a 45-yard pass.
There you go. Westgate 35. Airline is on the board. 35-7. Westgate leads that one. West Feliciana leads Bossier 35-6. That's a halftime score. Manny 13. Red River 7. They should be coming out of halftime.
Yeah, they should
pretty soon because they've been in there for a while. Did I say 41? No, it is 41 now for Captain Shreve.
Wait a minute.
I said 35 a second ago.
Yeah, that's what I've just got texted, 35.
Mm-hmm. So 41-21 now.
Okay.
Is the score in that one. All kinds of stuff happening. West Monroe 35, South of Foose 7. St. Fred's a halftime score 42-0 over Cedar Creek. Church Point 21-7 over North Webster. Homer and Franklin still 7-6 in favor of Homer. Still no Arcadia North Iberville update because I'm literally looking at the score on here and on here, and there's nothing going on there.
Okay, that's awesome.
Caldwell Parish and Richwood is kind of the same boat. I'm trying to see if we have gotten anything on that one. Nope, we still have not. So still no report there. St. Edmund 22, Lincoln Prep 6, Cecilia 21, Carroll 7, Ouachita 14, Santa Moss 7, East Ascension 36, West Ouachita 3, Union Parish 24, Rayville 12, Darbon Woods and Parkview Baptist tied at 28. Oak Grove 20-0 over Port Allen. 38-0 is the lead for North Lake Christian over St. Louis Catholic. No score reported yet for Westlake, Donaldsonville, Grand Lake 34, Montgomery 6, Elton 12, LaSalle 0. It's been that way for a while. Franklinton 16, Rain nothing, kind of the same situation there. Karen Crow 14, Acadiana 9. St. Thomas More 21, Lafayette High 0, Southside 24, Prairieville 7, Opelousas Catholic 21, Ascension Christian 0, Central Baton Rouge 19, Dutchtown 10, Catholic New Iberia 35, Glen Oaks nothing. That Brother Martin score is still 7-0 over Liberty Magnet. There's nothing yet for Central Catholic and Southern Lab. We'll keep looking out for that one. Zachary 21, Salmon 3.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
That Homer Franklin score is a halftime score, still 7-6.
7-6.
Yeah.
Boy, I don't think Richie saw that coming like
Probably
that.
not,
I think
no.
he was kind of counting on a little bit more offense. Okay. We've got a question here on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line. Do we know if the PT Bel Air game is on YouTube? How many of these games do we know that are streaming?
I have no idea. I know 14-0 usually produces a list.
Yeah.
So that would be the best. But I know NFHS sent an email earlier today saying, "Hey, we got a bunch of games tonight," or but I'm not giving them any money.
Right.
Just a principal stand at this point.
Good for you.
But yeah, I know they've got some on there, and I know if you don't follow 14-0 Productions on social media, just go do it. He's changed his name. I think it's like Louisiana High School Sports.
I think it's still under,
but it still comes up
at
14-0
underscore O Productions, I think.
He's an old Oak Grove coach.
Yep.
That really takes a lot of time and effort to go get like a bunch of old game tapes. He gets the game VHSs that Ruben hasn't gotten yet, and he turns them into like digital copies and DVDs and things like that, and he uploads a bunch to YouTube. So he's single-handedly trying to save high school football film in the state of Louisiana. He goes and visits other coaches' staffs. They give him a whole bunch of old tape, and he puts it online. So really does a good job. It keeps a lot of old records and who won what year and things like that as well. So that's your best bet for that kind of stuff to get an accurate list.
I'll let him borrow some of my tapes for a small fee.
There, see, that's entrepreneurial of you, Ruben.
Yeah.
Who is scooping up every VHS tape and every Goodwill around town. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. He's gotten how many now do you have, Ruben?
207.
He started off with 12.
Yeah. You'll never get my tapes. These are my tapes.
And I wonder if you have a generator, does it take like a thimble of gas to run a VHS?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This thing just can't cause too much of electrical surge, I don't
Not
think.
at all.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. We will try to keep up with the games that will affect our teams that have either had a bye or have, like Logansport, we already kind of know they're punching their ticket. We'll try to keep up with the games that they have as well. I'll try to look forward to that during the breaks. Hester's looking up all the scores that are going on right now, so we'll try to keep you up to date on that. But, yeah, if you're looking for a list of games, 14-0 Productions, I believe it's at 14_0 Productions has it. And if you want to venture out to the National Football High School website, good luck. They're trash. It's the worst website in the history of mankind. Triple build me, double build me. I hate them with a passion. But if you want to try them, knock yourself out. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. That's my Yelp review of NFHS. They can go to hell. They're the worst. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland.
Really hated it.
I do not like that website. It's the worst. Okay, Serenity now. Serenity now. We'll be back with Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country. Spell Brothers Lumber, located at 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier City, just northeast of Bossier High between I-20 and East Texas, 318-747-1194. They are truly your local lumber company. They can do it all: window installation, lumber supply, custom cabinets and doors, expert guidance and planning, hardware, and yes, hot shot delivery service where they'll bring your lumber and hardware needs right to your doorstep. Get in touch with Spell Brothers Lumber, locally owned and operated, 747-1194. Our weekly high school coaches conversations are brought to you by Skint and Dent Furniture and Appliances. You can't see the dent, you can't see the scratch on so many of these products, but there's still a steep discount on so many wonderful things at Skint and Dent. 814 Shreveport Barksdale Highway, 318-869-2023. You may not see the dent, but you're going to see the savings at Skint and Dent, bringing you Coach's Conversation. Having personally witnessed just how hard the folks at Alsco work, you can feel great knowing they are working so hard for you. Uniforms, linens, facility care, and so much more. Call them today, 318-636-0404, or visit alsco.com.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
All right, guys, welcome back. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. It's the playoff edition. 8:21 is the time on this lovely night. 101.7 FM, 710 Keel. Where are we beginning there, Rube? Let's get back down to Logansport, where the Logansport Tigers are dispatching Varnado with some emphasis. Mark McGee joins us on the Chasing Aces hotline. Mark, what's the latest in the route right now?
Well, it's 44-0 halftime, so we'll be coming out to a running clock in the second quarter. I don't think Varnado's had a first down in the first half, so yeah, it's been kind of rough.
Well, you know, get on the bus, you never know what's going to happen. Yep.
The Perkins twins have looked amazing tonight. They've been locked down on the corners. The defense all together, not just the Perkins twins. All the defense has just been jam up, locking them down. They haven't been able to get much going. So defense has looked good, and then offense is running the ball well down the field and putting points on the board. So it's kind of coming together tonight.
Typically, when your brother's in a situation like this, especially in the playoffs, Mark, does Kevin – once the running clock gets going, does he try to kind of take those guys that are really pivotal, that are starting, pull them out? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so he's in the same thing as the rest of us. You know, why take a kid and get him hurt when you're up 44-0 in the first round of playoffs? So take some of those kids out, especially those ones that have been babying injuries, and let them have a break. Put some of those younger guys in there, let them get some experience in playoffs in front of the big crowds, and start working on next year's crop.
That makes sense to me. Once again, Mark McGee, brother of Kevin McGee, head coach, Logansport on top, 44-0, and look like they are definitely punching their ticket into round two. Always fun visiting with you, Mark. We'll check in with you probably one more time before you get out of there.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Let's get over to Todd Sharp, where Captain Shreve is headed down south, and they are laying a woodshed whipping, or at least they were earlier. Todd Sharp on the Chasing Aces hotline. What's happening now in the game against Hammond?
Fletchett is back. Just a lot of scoring. It's 41-21. We have the ball on the 10-yard line, about to score with 16 seconds. We just burned a timeout. We've got one timeout left. So they've just blown the whistle. We're about to roll out of this timeout and see if we can run a play or two and get a score.
Very good. So far, the news has not been great for a lot of our local schools, especially the bigger ones. And so it's nice to have somebody going down there and taking care of business. Captain Shreve on top of Hammond once again, 41-21, and like Sharp said, trying to get a little bit more before halftime.
Yep. So Gaskin's back there and just receives the ball, hands off, a little fake, and we are going to pass. It is touchdown.
There we
That
go.
looks like Hill. So we are up and awaiting an extra point. There is 10 seconds on the clock.
Okay. We'll wait for the extra point if that's okay with you, Sharp.
Yeah.
Shreve is dominating this game. 47-21 with the extra point pending, trying to get it to 48-21. And Hammond received the opening kick, so Captain Shreve doing the old Jacob Hester dream scenario, score right before the half and get the ball to start the third quarter and see if you can go ahead and kind of knock them out of their misery here, because that would just about do it, I would think, if Shreve's able to score in that opening drive of the third quarter.
Well, I'm going to rewind that a little bit. Apparently, we've had an ineligible downfield.
Oh.
And I'm learning about. We are on the 16-yard line now.
All right.
10 seconds left. It is second down. 10 seconds.
All right. Try it again.
And, we are trying it again. 15 seconds on the play clock. We'll see what happens here. So we're back to 41-21 as the score. Down to 5 seconds.
Right.
And let's see what happens here. We get it off. Drops back to pass. We got a little fade in the end zone. Incomplete. 4 seconds left. Figure out what we're going to do here. See if we're going to line up the kick or we're going to try and go for it here.
41-21. If you kick a field goal, 44-21, 23 points. That's the same difference. You're still a 3-score lead. So you don't. It's not a great advantage, I guess, to get the field goal here, Hester. So.
We are going for it, it looks like. Yeah. Last play, they put 4 seconds on the clock here. We're on the 16, 17-yard line.
Yeah, I think
third down, but down doesn't matter. This will be it. Drops back to pass. We got a little slant, and, incomplete. Looks like he caught it around the 1, so it wouldn't have mattered, but he ended up going down to the ground trying to catch it. So the half, it's 41-21.
41-21 at the half. Shreve will get the ball, though, to start the third quarter, up by 20 on the road at 13th seeded Hammond. Shreve, the 20 seed, pulling the quote-unquote upset, but as Adam Hester mentioned earlier, the coaches at Catholic High kind of already are preparing for Captain Shreve in this game. Todd Sharp with the update. Thank you very much, Sharp.
All right, appreciate it.
You bet. Toby Todd joins us. Let's check in on the Airline Vikings, who have run into an unfortunate buzzsaw down at Westgate on the Chasing Aces hotline. All right there, Toby Todd. What's happening in your game right now, buddy?
It's halftime, so they're not scoring. But other than that, we gave up a touch. We scored to get on the board to make it 35-7, and we gave a touchdown with 8 seconds left right before the half.
Oh, no.
So we do get the ball, but we're down 43-7. And we're down 43-7 because we wrote the kicker on the missed PAT, and then they went for 2 and got it. So just can't get out of our own way a little bit right now.
I cannot imagine what Justin's thinking in that locker room, because this is nowhere near what he was thinking was going to happen.
Yeah. Now, he probably wishes they had a locker room. They don't have locker rooms here. Our kids got dressed in the parking lot, and now they're down in just at the end of the field. So. But that being said, we still got a whole half of football.
Got a whole half of football, and this is an offense with Airline that can certainly score quickly. I know that there was a pick six, a punt return for a touchdown. What other miscues have led to scores directly?
We snapped it over our punter's head after we had too many men on the field, so they backed us up. We snapped over our head out of the end zone. So, like I said, it's a lot of self-inflicted injury. But, we'll see, come out fighting and see what we can do. Get a couple of stops, maybe a turnover here, and score a few and get back in the game.
Make it interesting. That's what we get. That's the only thing you can do right now. And then who knows? Maybe the brakes really start jumping on your side. Toby Todd.
Yeah.
Taking care of us for Airline as he has every year for quite a while now, buddy, and always appreciative of it, Toby. We'll be checking in with you again soon, man. Thank you, sir.
Sure, no problem. Thank you.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Parkway 22, Covington 16, Barb 28, Northwood 14, BTW 14, Estruma 6, Natchitoches Central 21, Terrebonne 14, Mansfield 22, Winfield 12, Wassman 28, Minden 14, Logansport 44, Varnado 0, Captain Street 41, Hammond 21. Westgate is at 43?
Yes.
43-7, Westgate leads Airline. West Feliciana 35, Bossier 6, Manny 13, Red River 7, West Monroe 35, South Lafourche 7, St. Fred's 42, Cedar Creek nothing, Church Point 21, North Webster 7, Homer 7, Franklin 6. No score yet for Arcadia and North Iberville. Caldwell Parish leads Richwood 14-12. St. Edmund 30, Lincoln Prep 12, Cecilia 35, Carroll 7, Santa Mon, Ouachita tied at 14. East Ascension 36, West Ouachita 3, Union Parish 24, Rayville 18. Darbon Woods and Parkview Baptist still tied at 28. Oak Grove 20, Port Allen 0. North Lake Christian 38, St. Louis Catholic 6. No score reported yet for Westlake and Donaldsonville. Grand Lake 34, Montgomery 6, Elton 12, LaSalle 0, Franklinton 30, Rain 8, Karen Crow 14, Acadiana 9. St. Thomas More 28, Lafayette High 0, Southside 24, Prairieville 7, Opelousas Catholic 21, Ascension Christian 0, Central Baton Rouge 32, Dutchtown 10, Catholic New Iberia 35, Glen Oaks 0. Brother Martin extends that lead, 14-0 now against Liberty Magnet. The Southern Lab Central Catholic game was played last night, and Southern Lab won 48-6. So that's the final in that one. Zachary 21, Salmon 3.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Make first choice your last call. FirstChoicePersonnel.net, 318-797-7810. Thanks as well to our friends over at Alsco for being a presenting sponsor of our radio endeavors, not only in the morning, but also here on Friday Football Frenzy. And don't forget, when we go to the coaches, the winning coaches, we will be smiling and dialing and trying to get as many of those guys on with us for our Skint and Dent Coaches Conversations. That's coming up post-game tonight. Skint and Dent. Why would you go to Went and spend too much money when you can go to Skint and Dent and save? Does it make any sense to you, Ruben?
Well, yeah.
You know, you're a guy that takes a roll of quarters and comes out with 78 movies.
That's right.
And so you know about bargains.
Absolutely.
You know what my buddy Dave Page said, who got the Brookshire's grocer butcher to drop like 10 cents a pound off steaks like 17, 18 years ago?
Whoa.
He said, retail is for suckers. And I believe that, man. So when you can get a discount, get you a discount over at Skint and Dent. Don't be a sucker. Save up to 50% on appliances. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, and they got deals going on there. Black Friday event all month long at Chevyland. $7,000 off Silverados, $9,000 off Tahoes, Suburbans. It's really crazy. They had almost 300 new vehicles on the lot. I believe as of this morning, like 292 vehicles to choose from. There's a reason why Chevyland's numero uno in the area when it comes to Chevy dealerships. Why in the world, Hester, would you go to number 3?
I got nothing.
Why would you go to number 7?
Never.
You go to number 1.
I've been to Chevyland twice, and I've walked out with cars both times.
They love when Ruben shows up.
I know.
Ruben has to hold his breath like he's going past the graveyard when he drives by there, so he doesn't go inside.
I have to shield my face so none of them see me. They'll start chasing me down the road.
Down like, I'll see you.
Hey, sure thing's here.
Sure thing. Here comes home run. Here he comes. All right, Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland. Be like Ruben. Stop by and get you a couple of Chevys this weekend. Hester.
Yeah, him.
Not Hambone. Man, I'm missing Rogers Hampton tonight. I miss my man.
Let's give him instead of a correspondent, I'll call him next, see what he's up to.
Let's put him live on the air with a call. That would be fun.
That would be great.
What time is it again? 8:32.
8:32.
How big's that dump button? Can you get to it quick?
It's ham bone time for sure.
Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland. We'll be back right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Football season is here, and the #1 Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where pay dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. When is the last time you literally heard someone say, man, there's nothing like this place, and thought, I bet there's something like this place? Dude, there's nothing like chasing aces at all. From the home run dugout to the putting zone to the driving base and the par 3, they've got something for everybody. ChasingAces.golf. Goodwill Industries presents our Unsung Hero each and every week with our high school coaches and our high school coverage, because basically who's a bigger unsung hero around here other than Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana? They've been around since 1926. They cover 26 parishes in North Louisiana, employing over 250 people, but more importantly, really, the type of services they have: job placement, training, GED, independent living for foster youth. So much good coming from Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana.
Scores on the Quanta, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. If you're looking for a job, or if you're an employer looking for an employee, whether it's for a week, a month, or a career, call First Choice Personnel, 797-7810, 318-797-7810.
Boyd Family Dentistry with Doctors Jared Boyd and Mackenzie Boyd, the dynamic duo and husband and wife partners there, and ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com at Boyd Family Dentistry. Understand when a dental emergency arises, you want to be seen ASAP. They understand that and try their best to be sympathetic in every way possible. Don't forget they also have comprehensive services like dental implants, porcelain veneers, root canals, fluoride treatments, same-day crowns, and implant dentistry as well. Boyd Family Dentistry. Are you familiar with Sports Cards of Louisiana, Shreveport Bossier's premier sports card and TCG store? That's right. Buy, sell, trade sports cards, Magic, and Pokemon. They're a Topps Direct MVP account, Topps Buyback Redemption Program, Play Pokemon store. They're a Fanatics Collect Direct Submission Shop, games, workshops, Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, paints and supply, Magic the Gathering Friday every single week. They have Commander Night plus Pokemon Play on Sundays at Sports Cards of Louisiana, 3000 North Market Street, Suite 178.
Welcome back, guys. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive Chevyland. Together, let's drive at 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana. Go see Jerry Montgomery, Steve Horn, and our friend Bubba Winningham for a fair, square deal on a beautiful brand new Chevy. Nearly 300 vehicles on the lot right now. Adam Hester is here. Ruben Wright's here. Let's get right back to our Chasing Aces hotline, where Jeremy Koss joins us in Sabine Parish and his Manny Tigers exacting a little revenge right now over a regular season loss to Red River. Hey, Jeremy, what's happening in your game, buddy?
Well, right now we're up 21-7 with 2 minutes left in the third, and we got the ball on Red River's 15-yard line. Been running the ball real well this game. Just on the first drive of the game, we ran 8 minutes off the clock in the first quarter and scored on our first drive. So it's been like that most of the game, and we really helped Red River's offense. Probably got about 5 or 6 sacks on their quarterback, so our defense has really stepped up.
What has been the difference then from the regular season game that I think Red River won like 34-6 or something like that, Jeremy?
Yeah,
What's been the thing?
We had 2 defensive starters out, one defensive back and then one linebacker, and the linebacker we missed, he probably has 3 sacks tonight. So that's put a lot more pressure on the quarterback.
Okay, and you said that that Manny was driving right now?
Yeah, we're on about the 12-yard line right now.
All right, let's hang out with you here for a second, if that's okay, Jeremy, and see if you cash in.
Fine.
Right. I assume the folks in Manny have had it's almost the end of the third quarter, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. It's a minute left in the third quarter.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And I assume that the folks in Manny, when the typical fireworks and festivities at the beginning of a game, it's been a while since there's been that kind of feeling of optimism.
Sir.
So I imagine it was a pretty good show tonight, wasn't it?
Yes, it sure was. It was a good show.
All right, Manny up 21-7 with a chance to go up 28-7 here at the last play of the third quarter or so, or in the last moments of the third quarter.
Thomas is scored from 2 yards out.
Wow. Wow. Buddy. 27.
So right now we're up 26, 27 to 7 right now. Yes, sir.
All right, man.
now.
Jeremy, if you don't mind, if you get a chance, if you could text me and let me know if they got the extra point or not, we'd appreciate it if that's
Yeah,
okay.
I sure will.
All right,
Yes, sir.
thank you very much. Jeremy Koss.
All right.
Manny, Hester, did you see that coming? That's a complete reversal of the first game of the season, the first time they met.
I don't think you can rule anything out when those kind of games happen, really.
Yeah, I get it. Gene Ponte joins us now from West Monroe. They were running away from South Lafourche, the 10 seed, looking really good tonight. Gene Ponte over in West Monroe, where his boy Christian is an absolute menace to society when he's got the ball in his hands. West Monroe, South Lafourche on the Chasing Aces hotline. Gene, what's happening in your game?
Hey, I don't think you'll see another carry tonight, to be quite honest with you, Tim. Rebels, I hate to use the word coaching, but they're up 35-7. We're 3 plays into the third quarter. And look, they came out, well, I tell you, probably mid-second quarter, the second, third, and fourth string guys were starting to run in rotation. So West Monroe got the ball to start the third quarter, 3 and out. So we'll see how that plays out as to whether or not any other, I guess the starters need to come back. But West Monroe racked up 328 yards of offense in the first half, 168 yards of those on the ground. So, but they've done a nice job of mixing. Obviously, you can look at the math. They've done a nice job of mixing the run and the pass, which is what they wanted to do tonight.
West Monroe, of course, if you're able to hold on here, obviously would be, it looks like taking on Barb, and so you would have to go south because they are kind of laying it to
No,
Northwood.
they'll come here. They'll come here.
Oh,
Tim.
that's right. You're right. My bad. You're 100% right. So that would
so
be.
what's that score, if you don't mind me asking? It was, I guess, 28-17 the last I heard.
What's the score, Hester? Northwood and Barb.
Last time it was 28-14.
Okay. 28-14.
Barb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's not over yet.
No, it's not. It's not, buddy. But Barb jumped out 28-7, 21-7, 28-7.
Yeah, we heard that.
So it could be
35-14 now, Barb.
35-14. So that's
well, we should only hope if things hold up that way. Hey, Will. So Will Blackwell, you know Will very well, former LSU stud. Sits right down the road from us. Looks like he's taking his daughter to the concession stand. Should have told him to grab me some nachos. The last thing I need, but that would taste good. It's getting a little chilly in here, Tim.
I get it, buddy. I get it. The West Monroe Rebels could very well, if things hold up, could be hosting next week a second-round playoff game. And, buddy, all of a sudden, when you're in that second round, the Superdome starts kind of coming into focus. It becomes kind of a clear objective.
Well, look, I'll tell you, the team, well, not the team, but about 8 or 9 of the seniors on this football team at West Monroe had one of those little come-to-Jesus meetings because they've been talking too much about seeing Neville again in the quarterfinals during Thanksgiving week. And I think a lot of them just kind of got well-grounded and said, well, it's putting that cart way before the horse. So they throttled it back a little bit and trying to take care of business. And, hey, look, you got to put your mind where your feet are. That's the old rule in football. And I think they were getting a little ahead of themselves. But right now they're in pretty good control. South Lafourche does have the football. They're in Rebel territory at the 40-yard line on 1st and 10.
Okay. Gene Ponte with a great update there. West Monroe up 35-7, waning moments of the third quarter with an opportunity to possibly host next week unless Northwood can rally big time. So good stuff, man. Gene, always good visiting with you, buddy. Thank you so much for the update.
Hey, look, and just so you'll know, the DoorDash guys did just text me your nachos are on the way to the studio.
That's
so enjoy the rest of the night.
fantastic. And you know what
look,
we love
here's
here?
Barkevius Mingo, man. This must be LSU night in the house.
Look at that. Barkevius and Will Blackwell. Next thing you know, Jamar, Joe Burrow, they're all going to be up there.
Well, I don't know about that much, but these two guys that sit right here next to us.
That's
anyway,
awesome.
y'all enjoy the night,
Thanks,
guys.
Gino. Now, if we
All
had
right,
a car pull up here in front of us, we're calling the law. Yeah. All right. Let's get back over to Connor Tugwell. Bossier has had a rough time of it tonight down in west of Feliciana. Connor, is there any good news to report on the Chasing Aces hotline?
Not really much, to be honest with you. This West Feliciana team just big and physical. And they're, just outplaying us in every way of the game.
What's the score right now, Connor?
42-6 right now. We got 2 minutes left in the third.
2 to go in the third. Oh, boy. That stinks. How's Montreville done tonight?
He's busted a few big plays, but, everything we get's getting called back, by stupid holding penalties or, just stupid stuff that shouldn't be happening that we're shooting ourselves in the foot right now.
That stinks. The last thing you want to do is to have those kind of mistakes in the playoffs. You would, have them in the Jamboree, have them in week 3, but man, when it's the 11th week, it just really hamstrings you. And so far, it's done that to Bossier tonight, down 42-6 with only about a little more than a quarter to play. Going to be a tough one there, Connor. Hate that, man, for Gary and those fellas. They have put together such a fun season this year. So hopefully some good news, though, in the fourth quarter.
Yes, sir. It's been great watching this team, especially with how, the last few years have went. This team's been a breath of fresh air, at least some positive something going forward.
I agree. And Montreville is just scratching the surface of how good that young man's going to be. I'm buying stock in Montreville Lewis. I'll tell you that much.
Yes, sir. And I had a question for you. Did you say Barr was up on Northwood?
Yeah, it was at
35-14.
35-14, yeah.
Wow, that shocks me.
I think there's quite a few folks that are shocked by some of this stuff. It's not been a great night for our local schools, but there's still a couple that are getting it done. And so we'll see how the last quarter goes for so many of these teams. Good stuff, man.
Wow.
Thanks, Connor.
Good talking to you, Fletch.
You too, buddy. Where are we going, Rube?
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
30-23. Are we sure?
I think so. Parkway 30.
Ruben, do you second that?
Second.
All right. 30-23 Parkway leading Covington. Barr 35, Northwood 14. Still 14-6. BTW over Estruma. Natchitoches 21, Terrebonne 14. Mansfield 28, Winfield 12. Wassman 28, Minden 14. Is it still 44 or is Logansport?
That's the last I heard.
That's a running clock, so that may be the last.
It may be.
44-0. Logansport leads Varnado. Captain Shreve leading Hammond 41-21. Westgate 43, Airlines 7. West Feliciana 42, Bossier 6. Manny 28, Red River 7. West Monroe 35, South Lafourche 7. St. Fred's 42, Cedar Creek nothing. Church Point 28, North Webster 7. Homer 7, Franklin 6. Still no score report. Yeah, I know. Still no score reported between Arcadia and North Iberville. Caldwell leads Richwood 14-12 at halftime. St. Edmund 30, Lincoln Prep 12, Cecilia 35, Carroll 7, Ouachita 17, Sanoma 14. That's been a good one, it seems like. East Ascension 50, West Ouachita 3. No. Union Parish 24, Rayville 18, Parkview Baptist 42, Darbon Woods 28, Oak Grove 27, Port Allen nothing. North Lake Christian 38, St. Louis Catholic 6, Donaldsonville 35, Westlake 28. That's a halftime score. Grand Lake 47, Montgomery 12, Elton 20, LaSalle 0, Franklinton 37, Rain 8. Acadiana has surged back with, what do we got here? 13 unanswered to take a 22-14 lead against Karen Crow. St. Thomas More 28, Lafayette High 0, Southside 31, Prairieville 14, Opelousas Catholic 21, Ascension Christian 0, Central Baton Rouge 32, Dutchtown 10, Catholic New Iberia 45, Glen Oaks nothing, Brother Martin 14, Liberty Magnet 0. From last night, Southern Lab defeated Central Catholic 48-6, and Zachary leads Salmon 21-3.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Make First Choice your last call, 318-797-7810. Whether it's workforce recovery plans, on-site management, payroll processing, e-services, candidate testing, custom solutions, or you're just looking for some employees or employers or employees, you're looking for jobs and employers looking for employees, that's where you go. First Choice Personnel, 318-797-7810. Our show also coming at you courtesy of Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers, bringing you our Player of the Week on Tuesday mornings at 7:30 on our morning show. Hester and Hambone and I will have your nominees at 7:30 on Tuesday morning, with the winner immediately announced right after we read our nominees of the Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers Player of the Week. And I'm thankful we got Kenny Darby in under the wire, Esther, before the season ended. Because he is one of the most talented young men we've had come through in a long, long time, LSU commit, and it's looking pretty rough for the opportunity for Airline to stretch the season out one more game for the LSU commit. Ruben is here. Hester is here. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. We'll be back right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country. Skint and Dent has been around here in Shreveport-Bossier for just about 12 years. 814 Shreveport-Barksdale Highway, 318-869-2023. The Hill Brothers, Devin and Rance. Man, these guys know it inside and out. The business of getting you appliances and furnishings that may have just a slight little cosmetic defect, a little scratch, a little dent, but up to 50% savings over the big box stores. Why would you go anywhere else other than Skint and Dent? 814 Shreveport-Barksdale Highway. If you enjoy Tech Tuesdays, you can thank Spell Brothers Lumber for bringing it to you every single week. Spell Brothers Lumber with Tech alum John Salmons at the helm, located at 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier City. 318-747-1194. From lumber and hardware to window installation and so much more, your local lumber folks at Spell Brothers Lumber are here to guide you through the process. 318-747-1194. SpellBrosLumber.com.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
If you have uniform needs, tablecloths and napkins to be picked up, laundered, and delivered, anything to do with taking care of your facility, from wet mops to floor mats to washroom needs and first aid kits and equipment, you can count on Alsco. 318-636-0404, alsco.com.
Breaking news and trending talk. 1017 FM and 710 Keel. KEEL Shreveport, a town square media station.
Welcome back, guys. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland with Ruben Wright, Adam Hester, Tim Fletcher with you here on 101.7 FM, 710 Keel. Our show, as it has been since we started doing this 12 years ago. This is our 13th year, I believe. Every year, title sponsor, Chevyland. Thank you so much, Jerry Montgomery, Steve Horn, and Bubba Winningham, they're just good people, and they got great deals on Silverados, Tahoes, Suburbans, EVs. If it's got a Chevy bow tie on the front, it's got a great price tag during Black Friday days at Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport. Joining us now on the Chasing Aces hotline, it's Stephen Verbka. What a fun game it's been tonight at Preston Crown over Parkway in Covington. A lot on the line here tonight. Stephen Verbka, what's happening in your game, buddy?
Well, since we flipped in the second half, we scored on the opening drive. We actually traded touchdowns with Covington, and we just scored again. So we're looking at 37-23, 6:32 left in the third.
Okay.
So 37-23, Parkway up.
All right, that 10-0 deficit now looks like it's so much further in the rearview window. What's the difference in the Parkway Panthers since then compared to the beginning of the game, Stephen?
Just being able to establish the run. I mean, we had turned it over early in the game, after they got the field goal and plus territory. So, you know what I mean? And then they had a long drive and scored. So we went down 10-0. We kind of just limited the mistakes and been able to establish the run, eat some clock, and kind of get after them.
That's working. Working well. 37-23. Parkway trying to punch their ticket into the second round of the postseason. And so far, so good, but there is a whole lot of game left. Quarter and a half of the second half still to play. Stephen Verbka checking in with us and taking care of us as always. Verbka, you don't know how much we appreciate this. Great job as always. No worries, man. We'll talk to you soon. Stephen Verpka up 37-23. Let's get over to Chris Herron at Northwood. Can the Falcons make a rally against Barb? Chris Herron on the Chasing Aces hotline. What do we have, Chris?
Man, it's all Barb. It's 42-14 Barb. 3:44 left in the third. It was 28-14 at the half, and we haven't stopped them. They fumbled once in the first half. They touched a punt down on their side that we got back, and scored a touchdown on to get up to 14. And then they had a drive where they had a bad snap inside the 20 that we didn't make anything out of. But we have not, other than that, we haven't ever stopped them. And, but we start the second half, 28-14. Kickoff goes off our returner's shoulder and goes goes out of bounds at the 3-yard line. And then 2 plays later, we fumbled. So it's Barb ball inside the 10, to start the second half. And they go up real quick. They scored quickly. But Jordan Davis Jordan Griffin wow. He just had about a 40-plus yard run. This kid, if he's going to play baseball,
right?
He might need to reconsider that.
Then Hester brought this up. Barb does such a great job of sharing their athletes among sports. And if you've got athletes, you let them play and let them do what they need to do. And if you're a great center fielder, if you're a great shortstop, you're probably a pretty good wide receiver, probably a pretty good quarterback or a wing back, whatever, And so, it translates.
It's quarterback and running back. It's like they haven't had any explosive pass plays, but man, every time, I think we've had maybe one tackle for loss on the quarterback, but he's gotten away from a bunch of stuff. We're punting again. 2:34 left in the third. Barb ball. Once again, I just want to see if they can punt. We'll see what kind of athlete the punter is. We don't know.
Yeah, I get it. Little victories, man. We're all just looking for them in life and on the football field, buddy. All right, Chris Herron taking care of us tonight. Northwood is in one mell of a hess, as my dad would say, and not a whole lot of time to make up for it. Down 42-14, the waning moments of the third quarter. Herron, thanks a lot, buddy, as always. We'll check in with you at least one more time.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, buddy. Let's get to Tamika because we need an upset. Here's Tamika on the Chasing Aces hotline. Last time we visited.
You talking to Chris Herron. I went to school with Chris.
Did you really?
Yes.
Wait a minute. You look a lot younger than Chris, so that can't
You
be
absolutely are correct.
Tamika,
yes.
What's going on?
Baby, 22-14, BTW, 12 minutes, fourth quarter. It's going down.
Okay, so we're starting the fourth quarter.
Yes, sir.
BTW, good gosh, man, why couldn't it be 29-14 or something? 22-14.
Well, we have the ball.
Okay, all right.
So we just need to make sure we do something with it. And we was able to strip the ball when Strumer had it and ended up taking it in for a touchdown. Got a 2-point conversion. We had a little chippiness going on here towards the end of the third quarter. Referees from Monroe Association is really adamant about, cut the talking down, let's play ball between whistle to whistle. And I'm with that. And, of course, us reiterate, keep your mouth closed and let's show them on the scoreboard. We ain't got to do the talking.
That's the way to do it right there. And right now the scoreboard is reading BTW on top, 22-14. BTW's got the ball, fourth quarter underway. For those that did not realize this is BTW's first home playoff game in 17 years. Gary Cooper, BTW alum, G-Man, Battle Wing, coaching at his alma mater with an opportunity to lead them into the second round is just one of our better stories that we've got in the city around here this year. And, of course, they're also playing for some folks that, have meant a lot to BTW. So these kids are playing with a lot in their heart and on their mind, and right now they're up 22-14. Tamika, let's see if they can bring it home here in the fourth quarter.
Yes. All right, thanks.
Thanks, Tamika.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Boy Scout did a really good job with that one.
Parkway 37, Covington 23, Barb 42, Northwood 14, BTW 22, Estruma 14, Natchitoches and Terrebonne tied at 21. Mansfield 28, Winfield 12, Wassman 28, Minden 14. Do you have anything different over there?
Yeah, Minden just recovered a fumble at the 35 with 5:20 to go in the third, so they've just created an extra possession, so maybe they can cut it to one score. I'll let you know.
Logansport 44, Varnado 0, Captain Street 41, Hammond 21, Westgate 49, Airline 14, West Feliciana 42, Bossier 6, Manny 28, Red River 14, West Monroe 35, South Lafourche 14. Final, St. Fred's 49, Cedar Creek 6. So St. Fred's moving on. Church Point 35, North Webster 7. Franklin has taken the lead 14-7 against Homer. Still no score reported for Arcadia and North Iberville. Richwood 24, Caldwell Parish 20. St. Edmund 38, Lincoln Prep 12. Cecilia 42, Carroll 7. Ouachita 24, Santa Ma 21. East Ascension 57, West Ouachita 10. Union Parish 31, Rayville 18. Parkview Baptist 42, Darbon Woods 28. Oak Grove 33, Port Allen nothing. North Lake Christian 38, St. Louis Catholic 6. Donaldsonville 35, Westlake 28. Grand Lake 47, Montgomery 12. Elton 20, LaSalle 6. Franklinton 37, Rain 8. Acadiana has scored 20 unanswered now. Wow. 29-14, they lead Karen Crow.
It's the playoffs, Hester.
That it is. St. Thomas More 35, Lafayette High 0. Southside 31, Prairieville 14. Opelousas Catholic 28. I believe that has just changed. It has. 28-7. Opelousas Catholic leads Ascension Christian.
I've never heard of Ascension Christian until tonight.
There's 47 of those Ascension schools, and they all have different things in their name. Central Baton Rouge 32, Dutchtown 10. Catholic New Iberia 52, Glen Oaks 0. Brother Martin 14, Liberty Magnet 0. Southern Lab 48, Central Catholic 6. That was a final from Thursday. And Zachary leading Salmon 21-3.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
We have a final score from our Boyd Family Dentistry text line. Once again, Boyd Family Dentistry text line. If you're at the game, 318-GUY-PILE, 318-489-7453. Gary Smith and the Bossier Bearcats season has come to an end tonight. Gary has done an incredible job with those fellas. Really has been fun. Like Connor said, they were 0-10 just a few years ago, and now they got to 4 wins, had a playoff game, got a really promising prospect at quarterback who's also a heck of a basketball player in Montreville Lewis. A lot of good things to look forward to. Final score, West Feliciana beats Bossier tonight, 49-6. Hester, 49-6 is the final, with West Feliciana advancing in that round. And Jeff Rhodes tied, gained 0 yards, punt away. Wildcats take over on their own 40. Minden cannot get their offense going right now, and they need to quickly. It's 9 o'clock. In the immortal words of Scott Hansen from the Red Zone channel, it is the witching hour where wins become losses and losses become wins. That's right. Stole it directly from Scott Hansen, but if it's a good saying, why not use it, buddy? And that's what we're looking at. We got games that are still in question, Hester. Parkway and Covington. It's not comfortable for Parkway in any stretch of the imagination. BTW is trying to hang on.
Red River has scored
again
14 unanswered. That is now a 28-21 Manny lead.
Hester just gave you an example of another game that is looking to be quite interesting. And Natchitoches Central and Terrebonne has never had an ounce of breath between them. No. So that's going to be fun as we rock and roll our way toward the finish line in week 1 of the postseason of Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Together, let's drive. What is it that Russell Wilson said? Let's ride?
Broncos country, let's ride.
Okay. They do not say that.
Then rode him out of town.
They did not.
Very soon after
They did not borrow the phrase from Russell Wilson there. That has been altered. All right. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland on 101.7 FM, 710 Keel. And the Tide take it back at their own 22 after a Wassman punt. So that was a quick 3 and out for Wassman. Minden needs to score right here. We'll be back right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Football season is here, and the #1 Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where Pay Dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. Weekdays, weeknights, weekends, they're all made for Chasing Aces. That's right, Chasing Aces is your entertainment capital. They have something for everyone, for all ages, and I'm telling you from personal experience, everything's a blast. They hit a home run literally with everything out there. Go to chasingaces.golf and book your time today. Spell Brothers Lumber is your local lumber company located at 1321 Martin Lane, just northeast of Bossier High School, featuring Hot Shot Delivery Service. They will deliver your lumber hardware needs swiftly and efficiently to your doorstep at no extra charge. And if you have a surplus, undamaged materials, they'll pick them up and give you a store credit in return. Spell Brothers Lumber, spellbroslumber.com, 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier City, 318-747-1194. When I think of the unsung hero in high school football, I think of that player that does all the little things. All the things that the coach asks that player to do, they're taking care of it. When the star of the team goes down, maybe it's that unsung hero that fills the void. Once again, not necessarily getting the accolades, but getting the job done. And that's what Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana has been doing since 1926. They bring you the unsung hero on our Friday night shows as well throughout the week. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana, an unsung hero themselves.
Scores on the Quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. If you're looking for a job or if you're an employer looking for an employee, whether it's for a week, a month, or a career, call First Choice Personnel, 797-7810, 318-797-7810.
Oh, boy. Welcome back, folks. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Ernie on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line. St. Paul's up 56-7 over Pineville after the game's over. Running clock after the halftime. So Pineville season comes to an end. Let's get back on our this is Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Dr. Morgan joins us on the Chasing Aces hotline. Her Mansfield Wolverines were up 28-12. Dr. Morgan, what's the case right now?
How about 36-12?
Hey, now. Oh,
yeah.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. Are we in the fourth quarter yet, Dr. Morgan?
We are in the fourth quarter, finally. That was a freakishly long third quarter. And we have 6 minutes and 40 seconds. And we just got the ball back.
All right. Woo-hoo. There we go. Yeah. That's good stuff. Mansfield kind of flexing their muscles here after a game when it was 6-0 Winfield early. Mansfield since then has outscored Winfield 36-6. Dr. Morgan, it looks like there's going to be a second playoff game for the Mansfield Wolverines. That's pretty fun stuff, isn't it?
It is great stuff.
That's what we're talking about.
Good group of guys, and they are playing well, and I'm really excited for them. And our band is sounding good. Our cheerleaders are cute. It's a great day to be a Wolverine.
That's awesome, man. And Hester, going by what Gene said.
Come on, Jaden. Woo! Another one. All right.
Another touchdown for Mansfield.
Yep. Jaden Hamilton just ran another one.
Look at this. It's an endless bounty of good news from Mansfield tonight.
I kid you not. And his twin brother, Jordan, has been looking really good on defense.
Well, there we go. So nobody's going to get ostracized by the family because they'll both get attaboys after the game from everybody.
Woo, they should. They are
all right.
Awesome tonight.
Mansfield up 42-12 with the extra point pending. And so have they been going for 2 every time? I guess they have, haven't they? Yeah.
They've been going for 2 every time tonight.
All right. So and if I remember right, Hester, Mansfield, they will be hosting.
That's what I was told.
Yeah. So they'll be hosting. They're the 8 seed.
No one lied to me.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't do that because if Marksville wins, they're the 9 seed, so they'd have to travel. And if Patterson wins, well, the 8 seed's higher than that. So, yeah, Mansfield will get a second-round playoff game at home. How cool is that? That works.
Hey, people at Southern Classic will be so happy.
Yes, they will. Record-setting days at Southern Classic in Mansfield, right by the stadium. Dr. Morgan, was that 2-point conversion good or no?
It was not.
Okay.
So it's 42-12.
Very good. Dr. Morgan, outstanding. Thank you so much.
Go Wolverines.
You got that right. As a matter of fact, 318 just texted in. 44-0 goes final in Logansport. Looking forward to our second recent hosting of Welsh if they hold on. And go Wolverines. Got to go Wolverines on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line.
I think I.
While you look for that.
Yeah, Welsh is ahead 38-17.
Okay, let's get to Jeff Rhodes. Jeff, what do we got, buddy? Minden and Wassman.
My stars, man. This has been a half of football. Nobody scored this half. It's still 28-14. Wassman is up. But Minden just picked Wassman off on a huge turnover. So we've got very favorable position, although Hudson Brown just got sacked for a loss of about 10 yards. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 20, or maybe 2nd and 19. So, anyway, he's limping around a little bit. That kid came off the end and never saw another offensive player until he hit Hudson Brown in the chops. So that was a tough one. But there's 22 seconds left in the third quarter.
Okay.
And Ben is about to, let's see what we're going to do here. Trying to call an audible. Hudson drops back, looking to pass, and throws it short. And so that's going to bring up 3rd and about 19. Man, Minden just can't get anything going on offense again. They were moving the ball. Lots of good things were happening. We killed ourselves with a couple of penalties in the first half, to be honest. Killed some drives. We must have punt, turned it over. Also must have kickoff, turned it over. Just about 4 or 5 critical mistakes in this game are the difference in this game right now.
Dadgummit. Holy moly.
And now our center just squibbed the snap, and it brings up about 4th and over 20, probably 24.
All right. I assume a punt will be forthcoming.
I would imagine so. We're at our 40. And their 45-yard line, so yeah,
right.
I mean,
okay.
And we went for a fourth down, 4th and 10 earlier, threw the ball behind the line of scrimmage on a 4th and 10.
Oh no!
Just some things that just you just don't know what goes on. They're kids. Yeah. It is what it is.
Right.
But tough game.
Yeah, but you still have a quarter to go. Still have a quarter to go. All right.
Got a quarter to go. Got to find something, though, Fletch. Got to find something.
Yes, you do. Need something really positive to happen, a scoop and score, pick six, something like that to get everybody energized and get within striking distance would be really nice. Right now, though, 2 scores down, 28-14, Minden trailing Wassman. That's Jeff Rhodes on the Chasing Aces hotline. Thank you, Jeff. Todd Sharp joins us now. Let's get an update on Captain Shreve, who has been putting it to Hammond down south tonight as a 20 seed visiting the 13 seed. Coach Sharp joins us on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hey, Coach, what's going on, buddy?
All right, Fletch. We just had a slow in the action here. We had a player from Hammond that it appears to have a neck injury. They've brought the stretcher out. Where we had a 4th down play at the 13-yard line on Hammond's 13-yard line. We did not convert, and during that play, a young man went down. So they brought the stretcher. They're tending to him right now. Just a head or neck injury is what it appears to be. Don't want to speculate on any of that.
Right.
It's 47-21. We're leading right now, 4:33 in the third quarter.
4:23 third, and the action is still paused right now for an injured player.
Yep.
On
it's Hammond's ball. That was a 4th down, so Hammond will take over on the 13-yard line.
Okay.
And, need to drive the length of the field to score. So.
All right. Good deal. Well, we certainly hope nothing but good news for the young man from Hammond. Captain Shreve on top right now. Looks like they are salting this one away, but there is still a lot of time to go in the game. Up 47-21. Coach Sharp, thank you very much for the update.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to Toby Todd now. Toby is at the airline game, and it has just been a train wreck, unfortunately, that has involved the Airline Vikings at Westgate tonight. Yeah. Toby, what's the latest on your game?
49-14, a little over 7 minutes left. Westgate's got the ball at midfield, 3rd and long. So, I mean, we had a chance to get a couple here, maybe make it respectful. We got to get a stop first, though. Obviously, they're eating as much clock as they can, run the ball and snapping it with 5 left on the play clock. So doing a good job on that part. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get the ball back and get another one. We
got it down. I think we were fourth and goal from the 4 and didn't get in on our last possession. So had a couple of chances we didn't take advantage of, and then we've given a few away. So
I hate this, man. 7 minutes to go in the game, right? Not the third quarter, but in the fourth quarter, right?
Fourth quarter, that's correct.
What an incredible season. And, we were talking about with someone like Kenny Darby, one of the best athletes, best football players we've had come through in a while, especially at the non-quarterback position, even though he's taking snaps, he's getting the ball in the backfield, he's everything. You just hate for all those kids that are seniors to have their season end in a way that I guarantee you that bus ride down there was some positivity. They thought they were going to be moving into that second round and getting a matchup in the to take on Ruston next week over in Lincoln Parish. And so I hate it for the boys, hate it for Justin. Sometimes these things just happen, though, man.
Yep.
All right. Toby Todd, always a pleasure, man. Thank you, buddy.
All right. Bye.
See you.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Parkway 44, Covington 23, Barb 42, Northwood 14, BTW 22, Estruma 14, Nagata Central and Terrebonne still tied at 21.
We're going there next.
Yeah, so it's been that way for a long time, it seems like. What do we got? Did Mansfield get the extra point? No, you said.
No.
Okay, so 42-12, Mansfield leads Winfield. Wassman 28, Menden 14. Final score, Logansport 44, Varnado 0. Captain Street 47, Hammond 21. Westgate 49, Airline 14. Final, West Feliciana 49, Bossier 6. Somebody scored, Manny scored, so it's back to a 14-point lead, 35-21 against Red River. The same score in the West Monroe game, by the way. That's 14 straight for South Lafourche, so it's 35-21 now. West Monroe leads that game. Final, St. Fred's 49, Cedar Creek 6. Church Point 42, North Webster 7. Franklin 20, Homer 15. Arcadia and North Iberville, no score reported. Richwood 24, Caldwell Parish 20. St. Edmund 54, Lincoln Prep 18. Cecilia 42, Carroll 7. Final, Ouachita 24, Santa Monica 21. Another final, East Ascension 57, West Ouachita 17. Union Parish 31, Rayville 18. Parkview Baptist 42, Darbon Woods 28. Oak Grove 47, Port Allen 0. North Lake Christian 52, St. Louis Catholic 12. Donaldsonville 35, Westlake 28. Grand Lake 54, Montgomery 12. Elton 28, LaSalle 14. Franklinton 44, Rain 14. Acadiana 29, Karen Crow 14. St. Thomas More 41, Lafayette High 7. Southside 45, Prairieville 14, Opelousas Catholic 35, Ascension Christian 7, Central Baton Rouge 45, Dutchtown 10, Final Catholic New Iberia 52, Glen Oaks 0, Brother Martin 17, Liberty Magnet 8, Final from Thursday, Southern Lab 48, Central Catholic 6, Zachary 35, Salmon 9.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Make First Choice your last call, 797-7810. First Choice Personnel. Getting the job done, buddy. FirstChoicePersonnel.net. First Choice Personnel.
We have a final to report. So Red River scored again, but not enough. 35-27.
That's a final?
That's what it's saying here. 35-27 final.
Boy, that seems like that went too fast. Nope, there we go. Jeremy says, Wild fourth, Manny 35, Red River 27.
You doubted the computer.
I did. Well, there you go. What a huge win for Tyler Hassel.
Sure.
That is enormous.
Who does that put them through to face? You have it.
Non-select Division 3, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
Manny will take on St. James.
Okay.
So
it's a tough one.
Not easy, but, had to get the chance.
The Church Point North Webster game has gone final 42-7, the final there.
Okay. All right. And we'll try to do a little bit of bracketology here as we go on, too. There you go. The young man who was hurt in the Hammond game apparently was wheeled by the Gator stands. Captain Shreve parents and crowds stand up and applaud the stretcher. The player's mother thanks the Gators fans, and they're now re-warming up out there. So hopefully the young man from Hammond is going to be okay. And nice gesture by the Captain Shreve Gators who made the trip down there to Hammond to wish the young man well as he heads off to the hospital. 9:17 the time. Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com. Ruben is here. He's already bought 7 more VHS tapes, and I don't know how he did it because he's been sitting in the same spot the entire night. They've been delivered, and he's watching one of them. What's the ski movie you're watching again?
Yeah, I got Goodwill Delivery now. I'm watching Out Cold.
Out Cold.
Great, yeah.
He's with Zach Galifianakis in one of his first starring roles there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, we can't pipe it up, right, because of the language?
You don't want that.
Okay, all right. So he's watching Out Cold on VHS, which he's a very, very talented man.
But we here in the studio can still see the bikini skiers, so that's good.
And, last time I went snow skiing, I too kind of threw on a bikini and just thought, why not?
Why not?
How many opportunities do you get?
You don't get a lot of them, Esther. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. We will be back right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country. Boyd Family Dentistry with Doctors Jared Boyd and Mackenzie Boyd, the dynamic duo and husband and wife partners there in ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com at Boyd Family Dentistry. Understand when a dental emergency arises, you want to be seen ASAP. They understand that and try their best to be sympathetic in every way possible. Don't forget they also have comprehensive services like dental implants, porcelain veneers, root canals, fluoride treatments, same-day crowns and implant dentistry as well. Boyd Family Dentistry. The Hill brothers over at Skint and Dent are huge Mudbugs fans. They're huge football fans. They're basically fans of Shreveport Bossier, and you know who's a fan of theirs? Shreveport Bossier. It works both ways. Skint and Dent, up to 50% off on appliances, furnishings. Okay, it's got a little scratch. Can you see it? A little dent? I don't see it. Why would you care? Just collect the savings and enjoy Skint and Dent, 814 Shreveport Barksdale Highway. Weekdays, weeknights, weekends, they're all made for Chasing Aces. That's right, Chasing Aces is your entertainment capital. They have something for everyone, for all ages, and I'm telling you from personal experience, everything's a blast. They hit a home run literally with everything out there. Go to chasingaces.golf and book your time today. We are excited to have Chevyland as our title sponsor for the 13th consecutive year here on Friday Football Frenzy. Chevyland, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area. Chevyland, among the 250 top Chevy dealers in the entire country. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport.
Welcome back, guys. Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com. Have they got some outstanding deals going on? Black Friday all month long. How about Chevy Colorado's? $4,000 off, $9,000 off remaining 2025 Chevy Silverado crew cabs. Only 2 remaining at that price, by the way. Black Friday on 2025 Chevy Suburbans, 5 remaining, either $4,000 to $5,000 off. Go see the deals. Go check the inventory. 296 vehicles in stock today at Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana. Where are we going, Rube? Gene Ponte joins us here. West Monroe. South Lafourche has turned a 35-7 deficit, made it a little tighter. Gene, what's happening in your game now with West Monroe and South Lafourche?
Well, they did. And, of course, I don't think the West Monroe coaching staff believes in the same theory I have of putting your foot on the throat or on the pedal until it's over. I think we went to the bullpen a little bit too early. They scored 2 touchdowns unanswered in the third quarter, and you're right, made it an interesting ball game, 35-21. But Coach D. might put the starting offense back in. They went right down the field in 2 different possessions. Christian had a touchdown from 22 yards out. Adrian McNeil had one from 18, and now it's a 49-21 ball game. So you can, I don't want to say you put a fork in this one, but I think people are going to the stand. 3:43 left in this one, Tim.
Okay, West Monroe will be at home next week and the West Monroe Rebels flexing those muscles. They will be taking on the Barb Buccaneers, who will have to make a second journey to North Louisiana. They're good. It'll be fun. A great game next week, West Monroe and Barb. Gene Ponte, always a pleasure, buddy. Hip, hip, Pike.
Hey, you got it, brother.
All right, buddy.
You have a great show.
See you, man. 9:22 to time. Let's go to Alan Posh, who is at that Natchitoches Central game that has been, you couldn't separate him with a shoehorn tonight, taking on Terrebonne. And, what's happening now, Alan Posh?
We are in overtime, 21-21.
It's been 21 all the whole second half?
Yeah, a defensive game broke out. It was. We had the ball down at the very end, and we had 20 seconds left on the clock, 3rd and goal, and the quarterback got sacked, and we couldn't get the field goal team out there to give it a shot. So, and we were out of timeout. So, just a really bad. Just
bad fortune.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Yeah.
All the way around. So.
All right.
But yeah, we got the ball first. And now it's 4th and goal. Looks like we're going for a field goal.
Okay.
So from the 7, so it's just a little longer than an extra point.
All right.
But first field goal attempt of the season, so this is interesting.
Oh boy. Okay, let's hang out with you here for a second, Alan.
All right. And to add to the drama, it's my son is the kicker. So.
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, Alan. Oh buddy, I'm so sorry this is happening to you, buddy. Come on, man.
He got it. Woo.
All right. There you go, buddy. Woo.
Sorry.
Holy moly.
Right.
I haven't been that
Now we
nervous in
gotta
I don't know
hold
how
my
long.
defense.
Oh, my gosh. What's the boy's name?
Anson Posh is his name.
Anson. All right.
Yeah.
Holy moly. What grade's Anson in?
He's a sophomore.
Sophomore, my gosh.
Sophomore, yeah.
Holy cow. Oh.
So that's 24-21, and now they're going to get the ball from the 10 to do this, that thing. And none of us really know how overtime goes in high school playoffs. So
Oh, well,
I guess we just keep going until someone doesn't score.
If they don't score, you win. And if they do score a touchdown, they win. If they kick a field goal, we go to a second one, and they'll get the ball first from the 10-yard line in the second one. So are they on the field yet for their first possession of the overtime?
They're coming out right now.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Yeah, they're
I'll tell you what, do you mind if we put you on hold, Alan, and come back to you in like 1 minute?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right.
Well, we lost Verbka, so
okay. All right. No, we're going to keep you here. We lost Verbka, so we're going to keep you here for a second, if that's okay. Alan Pasha's son, Anson, just kicked his first field goal of his high school career in overtime to give Natchitoches Central a 24-21 lead, and now Terrebonne at home has their possession at the 10-yard line.
Yep, and now the play stopped. There's an injury on the field. There's been so many injuries tonight. It's just unbelievable. Our second string running back got hurt, so he was out for a while. So we were at a third string. Kelton Howard never came in after the second, or when he got knocked out in the second quarter, unfortunately.
Right. So the ice on the ankle never got better, huh?
Yeah, no. So that's So now I think it looks like a cramp right here, though. So
okay,
defense just gotta stand strong.
All right, I'll tell you what, we are going to put you on hold now. We do have Stephen Verbka, so Alan, I'm going to put you on hold. I cannot imagine how he was able to describe that with his kid out there kicking the field goal. Holy moly, did a great job. I would have probably been, I don't know how it happened. Stephen Verbka joins us now on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hey, Stephen, what's happening with those Parkway Panthers right now?
Right now, it's 8:16 left to go in the fourth. It's 44-30. We're up. Okay. We're on right now it's 2nd and 1. Our 2nd and goal from the 1, sorry. So we're in our heavy package right now. Hand off to Braxton Black, touchdown.
There you go. That should do it.
50-30. Extra point approaching.
All right, man. Verbka, can you text us if they get the extra point or not, if you don't mind?
Yeah, I will. You got it, Fletch.
Thank you, buddy.
Yes, all right,
let's get back to Alan Posh. The Terrebonne now taking over their overtime. They score a touchdown, they win. Field goal, second overtime. If Natchitoches can keep them scoreless, force a turnover, Natchitoches Central wins. Alan Posh on the Chasing Aces hotline. What you got going on, Alan?
2nd and 8 right now.
Okay.
Our 2nd and goal from the 8.
All right.
Double reverse. Oh gosh.
Oh no.
They just ran a reverse for a touchdown. So they just got it. Man.
Oh boy. Oh man, no penalties, I assume.
Nah, it was a good play. Pulled it out at the right time. It was just a trick play.
Doggone it. Oh, Alan, I hate it for you. I hate it for those kids. I hate it for Brad and the whole crew. Hate it for your boy Anson, who came through in the clutch big time for Natchitoches Central tonight. Doggone it, man. I don't even know what to say, buddy. I'm so sorry.
Good year, though. It was a good year.
It was a good year, and the promise is so great for Natchitoches Central to be able to pick this thing up and keep on rolling with this. I know Brad,
yes, sir.
The right guy is in charge, and good things are happening. Tough way to bow out this season. Alan, thank you so much for being a part of our show all season long. We have really thoroughly enjoyed it, and now we know we got another Posh to root for, so we're going to be pumping up old Anson here, and kudos to him for coming through in the clutch. That's something that kid is never, ever going to forget, and that is so stinking cool. Safe travels back, man. Hate it that it ended that way. Thanks, Alan.
All right, thank you. Bye.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
All right, Parkway 51, assuming.
Let me check. Okay.
We'll just say 51.
Yeah, we'll say.
Oh, yeah. 51-30, Parkway leads Covington. Barb 49, Northwood 21.
49, 21?
Yep. BTW 22, Estruma 14. We might call her back. Terrebonne 27, Natchitoches Central 24. Final in overtime as the Fletcher curse claims another. Mansfield 42, Winfield 12. Wassman 35, Minden 14, Logansport 44, Varnado 0. That's a final. That Mansfield score a final as well. Captain Street 54, Hammond 21.
They are laying it.
They really are.
Good for them.
Westgate 49, Airline 14. That was a final, right?
There were 7 minutes.
Okay, so maybe not.
Yeah, I think there was a running clock.
Okay. West Feliciana 49, Bossier 6. That's a final. Another final, Manny 35, Red River 27. West Monroe leading South Lafourche 49-21. Final, St. Fred's 49, Cedar Creek 6. Final, Church Point 42, North Webster 7. Homer has roared back to take the lead, 21-20 against Franklin. I'm going to check and see if there's been another update because it's a final.
Whoa!
21-20. Homer comes back. It was 20-7 in the fourth quarter.
We'll try to get in touch with Richie.
So we will get Homer Haynesville Part 2 next week.
By the way, Shreve is 61-21.
Jeez. Trying to see if there's just been anything from the Arcadia game still, and I don't see anything. So not sure what's going on there. Richwood 40, Caldwell Parish 20. Final, St. Edmund 62, Lincoln Prep 18. Cecilia 42, Carroll 7. Final, Ouachita 24, Santa Ma 21. Final, East Ascension 57, West Ouachita 17. Union Parish 41, Rayville 18. Parkview Baptist 42, Darbon Woods 28. Final, Oak Grove 47, Port Allen 0. North Lake Christian 59, St. Louis Catholic 12. Donaldsonville 35, Westlake 28. Final, Grand Lake 61, Montgomery 12. Final, Elton, 36. Yeah, 36, LaSalle 14. Final, Franklinton 51, Rain 14. Here's the final, Acadiana 29, Karen Crow 21. Wow. So they do it again.
Yep.
Acadiana versus St. Aug, I believe, next week.
Sounds right to me.
Final, St. Thomas More 41, Lafayette High 7. Final, Southside 52, Prairieville 14. Opelousas Catholic 35, Ascension Christian 7. Central Baton Rouge 45, Dutchtown 10. Final, Catholic New Iberia 52, Glen Oaks 0. Here's another one. Final, Brother Martin 17, Liberty Magnets 16.
Wow.
So that came right down to the wire. See if I can't find a clip of that somewhere. Final from Thursday, Southern Lab 48, Central Catholic 6. And Zachary has just steadily been putting some distance between them and Salmon. That's a 42-15 lead now for the Broncos.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Brother Martin, by the way, will be making their way to Alexandria Senior High.
go.
That's a fun one. Thomas Bachman and the Ash Trojans will entertain Brother Martin next week. From the Boyd Family Dentistry text line, Jeff Rhodes, Wassman intercepts Hudson Brown in the end zone for a touchback. Just can't quite get over the hump. 9:32 the time. 9:33 the time. 9:33:01 is the time. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com. Thanks as well to our Skent Dent crew. We'll be doing some Skent Dent coaches conversations here in just a wee bit. Thanks as well to Spell Brothers Lumber, Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana, Boyd Family Dentistry, Chasing Aces, Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers, First Choice Personnel, Alsco Uniforms, Linens, and Facility Care. All that and more. Having a good time here on this lovely night. We'll be back with more of Friday Football Frenzy right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Football season is here, and the number one Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where pay dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. Our weekly high school coaches conversations are brought to you by Skent and Dent, furniture and appliances. You can't see the dent, you can't see the scratch on so many of these products, but there's still a steep discount on so many wonderful things at Skent and Dent. 814 Shreveport Barksdale Highway, 318-869-2023. You may not see the dent, but you're going to see the savings at Skent and Dent, bringing you Coach's Conversation.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
Having personally witnessed just how hard the folks at Alsco work, you can feel great knowing they are working so hard for you. Uniforms, linens, facility care, and so much more. Call them today, 318-636-0404, or visit alsco.com. Boyd Family Dentistry bringing you our text line sponsorship yet again this year on Friday Football Frenzy. The husband and wife duo of Doctors Jarrett and Mackenzie Boyd taking care of you at 2 locations at Boyd Family Dentistry. They specialize in preventative dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, and of course, exceptional service. The husband and wife dynamic duo and the entire dental team at Boyd Family Dentistry would love to have you pay them a visit. ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com.
Welcome back, guys. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com, 7500 Uri Drive at Shreveport. Pretty cool stuff. Jeremy Koss texts in from 0-10 to a playoff win for the Manny Tigers. That's pretty stinking cool, man. Joining us now on the Chasing Aces hotline, Tamika, we're BTW hosting their first playoff game in 17 years. Yes, Tamika, what's happening?
22-14 still, 41 seconds left in the fourth. Struma has the ball, but it's fourth and 4th and 13.
Okay.
So we just trying to run the clock on down, and
all right.
We got this thing right here.
Okay. Very confident.
Yeah.
Very confident. I like that.
Yeah.
How much time left?
40 some seconds. And he's out of bounds. It's going to stop the clock at 25 seconds.
Okay.
They got the first down, Lord.
They got the first down. Okay. We're going to hang out with you here for a second, Tamika. What yard line are they on?
They're on the 25.
Oh, boy. Okay.
They're on the 25, 1st and 10.
Okay. Need something positive happening here for the BTW Lions. They're
Yes,
up
we just need
22-14.
defense to hold them like they've been holding them all night.
Exactly. Okay.
Hold it! I need you to throw the flag for hold it. I'm sorry.
That's all right. He probably was.
sorry.
He needed to be reminded.
sorry.
Thank you for reminding.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm sorry. Okay, 8 seconds. 8 seconds, 6 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2. Dog, they stopped the clock at 2 seconds. Dog. Dog it. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's all right. 2 seconds.
2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Okay. Was there a timeout, or did the refs just stop it?
There's a timeout on the Strummer, but the Strummer don't have no more timeout.
What? Okay.
So I'm trying to see what's going on here because none of us have any timeouts.
Okay.
So they had one left. They don't. There's no timeout. They didn't have no timeout. Y'all gave my extra timeout. Oh Lord.
Uh-oh. How's Coop handling that?
Give another timeout.
They don't have any timeout.
Uh-oh.
They don't have. Run, come on. Okay, the coaches are getting on the right hand. But I have to say that the Monroe Association crew has been good tonight.
Really?
With a full crew and not a 5-man crew.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I didn't know what to do when I saw these strikes. Didn't know what to do. Nobody that needs a cane. Ball game. We got a flag on the play though for holding.
Oh, on them though.
Hands on the 50. Let's go. Hands on the 50. Let's go.
Yeah, you hear the coach behind me. Hats on the 50. We decline. Holding on the Strummer. Ball game. We in 22-14.
BTW advances to the second
We're
round.
advanced to the second round.
That's pretty cool, Tamika. I'm happy for you. Happy for Coop. That's good stuff. Thank you, Tamika.
It is.
Enjoy the night.
Thank you so much, Blanche.
You betcha.
too.
The BTW Lions are going to the second round. How stinking cool is that? Huh?
Did he say when the last time they'd been to the second round was?
Oh, he did not.
Did he mention that in the call?
He did not, but we will try to find out when we do talk to him. And they will be going down to take on a Hester.
Mm-hmm.
University Lab.
The largest one in the family.
Yeah, he's a good sized kid.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's get back to Minden game is over. Try Sharp and see if we got a final there, if you don't mind. And this is just, it sucks. Our buddy Jeff Rhodes has been part of our show, Hester, I think, from the jump.
Mm-hmm.
And his last kid wrapped up his high school career at Minden. And he said, 35-14 final. It was a good run, Fletch. I'll miss spending time with you guys on Friday nights.
I guess he'll call.
Absolutely.
You know?
That sucks. Man, we have had so much fun. Like, I got to see Renee Parker not too long ago. And she was our first correspondent for North DeSoto. And seeing all that kind of stuff, man, it's just so much fun. These people who aren't getting paid a dime. I hope they realize that. Not paying them a dime. And they are
suckers.
And they give us such great details and such passion.
Absolutely.
It's so much fun. Todd Sharp joining us. He's another guy that we're not paying, but he's giving us everything he's got tonight. Captain Shreve has bowed up and is flexing all over the land of the beautiful, delicious, sweet strawberries of Hammond, Louisiana. Todd Sharp, what's going on now in your game?
I just want to make sure I'm not getting paid for this. Is that what you said? So maybe a honey baked ham. Y'all are doing a great job. So we are up 61-21. There's 3:20 left in the game. Hammond just went for it on the 1 yard line on the goal line and did not get it. So we are moving forward from the 1.
Okay, there you go, buddy. That is going to be a fun little bus ride back home for the Captain Shreve Gators. This was one of those games, Sharp, where it was 21-13. There was some doubt about this thing. And how about a 40-8 run by Captain Shreve? What was it that Shreve did that just absolutely turned the lights out on Terrebonne?
Our playmakers just started making plays and doing what they do best and breaking, big runs, big catches, all the big 60, 70-yard plays where we can score quickly. Defense has done a great job of making adjustments and, getting some stops when needed. So it just took a little time to come together. But, yeah, in the beginning they marched down the field and scored, and we had some punts, and we normally don't see many punts in our game. So we adjusted and are just cruising along right now.
There we go, buddy. Fun stuff. Jeremy Wilburn sounded very confident this morning when we talked to him. He felt like his boys were going to do the right thing. They were going to put him in check at the Golden Corral, so there were no 17 trips through the buffet. He was happy about that. Healthy items on the menu, no chocolate fountain, and it's all working right now for Captain Shreve. There may be some chocolate fountain for him tomorrow, though. But you win by 40 points on the road in a playoff game. That's pretty good stuff right there. Something to really build on for next week. Captain Shreve will be playing in round 2. How fun is that? Todd Sharp, outstanding, buddy. Always appreciate you, buddy. I know your heart is tied up in that school and everything that goes on there as the AD and with baseball and everything and your boy. And, my gosh, you give us all this time on Friday night. Greatly appreciated. Can't wait for next week as well.
All right, appreciate you guys. Thanks.
Thank you, Todd.
All right, bye.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Parkway 51, Covington 30. Final Barb 49, Northwood 21. Final BTW 22, Estruma 14. Final Terrebonne 27, Acada Central 24 in overtime. Final Mansfield 42, Winfield 12. Final Wassman 35, Minden 14. Final Logansport 44, Varnado 0. Captain Shreve 61, Hammond 21. Westgate 49, Airline 14. Not been marked final yet, but I'm pretty sure it is. Final West Feliciana 49, Bossier 6. Final Manny 35, Red River 27. Final West Monroe 49, South Lafourche 21. Final St. Fred's 49, Cedar Creek 6. Final Church Point 42, North Webster 7. Final Homer 21, Franklin 20. So we do get the Homer-Haynesville game next week. Final North Iberville 53, Arcadia 0. Richwood 40, Caldwell Parish 20. Final St. Edmund 62, Lincoln Prep 18. Final Cecilia 56, Carroll 7. Final Ouachita 24, Santa Amant 21. Final East Ascension 57, West Ouachita 17. Final Union Parish 41, Rayville 18. Final Parkview Baptist 42, Darbon Woods 28. Final Oak Grove 47, Port Allen 0. Final North Lake Christian 59, St. Louis Catholic 20. Donaldsonville leads Westlake 35-28. That's still in the third quarter. Not sure what happened there. Final Grand Lake 61, Montgomery 12. Final Elton 36, LaSalle 14. Final Franklinton 51, Rain 14. Final Acadiana 29, Karen Crow 21. Final St. Thomas More 41, Lafayette High 7. Final Southside 52, Prairieville 14. Opelousas Catholic was leading Ascension Christian 35-7. Central Baton Rouge 45, Dutchtown 10. Final Catholic New Iberia 52, Glen Oaks 0. Final Brother Martin 17, Liberty Magnet 16. Final from Thursday, Southern Lab 48, Central Catholic 6, and Zachary was leading Salmon 42-15.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
So, Hester, don't you think we can start calling coaches now? I don't see a game that necessarily needs an update.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
Parkway should be kind of almost putting the bow on that one. And so our winners tonight, just to kind of go back over what Hester said, Parkway's going to win. BTW wins. Mansfield won. Logansport. Captain Shreve is going to win. That's 5. Manny. And so 6 local, 7 with Homer winning as well. And I definitely want to get in touch with Richie because they had to do something probably wild late in that game to come back.
Yeah.
And we talked to David Franklin this morning. They were preparing for Homer, And so I'm glad for David and them that they didn't have a week wasted of not preparing for the right team. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland on this lovely Friday night. We have one more show to go. We'll be here again next week. Hester will not be. He'll be with the soccer squad down south. But we've got Ruben, and we'll have somebody in the chair over there that will do their best an Adam Hester impersonation, which is a lot of coming over here and hugging me and high-fiving me and
Chica actually would be a great person to read the scores.
That sounds like a terrible idea. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. We'll be back right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country.
Scores on the Quanta, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. If you're looking for a job or if you're an employer looking for an employee, whether it's for a week, a month, or a career, call First Choice Personnel, 797-7810, 318-797-7810.
If you enjoy Tech Tuesdays, you can thank Spell Brothers Lumber for bringing it to you every single week. Spell Brothers Lumber with Tech alum John Salmons at the helm, located at 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier City. 318-747-1194. From lumber and hardware to window installation and so much more, your local lumber folks at Spell Brothers Lumber are here to guide you through the process. 318-747-1194. SpellBrosLumber.com. We've all seen the smiling face for Goodwill Industries, but do we know what Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana is actually doing in our community? Did you know they provide janitorial services, groundskeeping services, switchboard operators? They also have employees at state offices and libraries, at the federal courthouse, the VA, and the private sector as well, right here in Shreveport, Bossier, with accounting, payroll, HR, IT, maintenance, and so much more. Yeah, they've got the retail centers, and yeah, they've got 6 job centers, but they do so much. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana. Weekdays, weeknights, weekends, they're all made for Chasing Aces. That's right, Chasing Aces is your entertainment capital. They have something for everyone, for all ages, and I'm telling you from personal experience, everything's a blast. They hit a home run literally with everything out there. Go to chasingaces.golf and book your time today. Whether you're looking for that hotshot prospect in Bowman Chrome, or maybe that established star with any of the Panini products coming out for the NFL, or maybe Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, and those Upper Deck Goodwin Champions cards that are out there, Sports Cards of Louisiana has something for everybody, plus Pokemon and Magic the Gathering. 3000 North Market Street, Suite 178 on the north side of Brookshire. It's Sports Cards of Louisiana. 318-671-4991.
Breaking news and trending talk. 1017 FM and 710 Keel. KEEL Shreveport, a Town Square media station.
All right, guys, Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, where they have a Black Friday event going on throughout the rest of the month. Whoo, buddy, you talk about some sweet, sassy molasses deals. That's what I'm talking about. And congrats to the Mudbugs tonight. They pick up a 4-2 win over Oklahoma. The Bugs are now 7-7-2 at even Steven after a 9-5 win before their week off. They put 4 on the board tonight. So nice job there, boys. Let's see here. Yeah, 4-2 final. And that game tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock. If you're looking for a little matinee hockey action tomorrow, the Bugs take on Oklahoma in a weird situation to have hockey during the state fair, Esther.
Yep.
But then an afternoon game in the state fair is really wild.
Are they at home?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, because you had them in the studio. Yeah, that's right.
Gary Cooper joins us right now on the Chasing Aces hotline for the Skint and Dent Coaches Conversation. Gary Cooper, congratulations, buddy.
I appreciate it, guys.
Holy moly. 22-14, Estruma driving at the very end. Strange whether or not they had that extra timeout or not. I know Tamika was not happy about that. Coop, what do you have to say about the way your fellows performed tonight at home, their first home playoff game in 17 years?
First of all, I want to say thank you to the people that came out. We had a pretty good crowd here tonight. Thank you to those people that came out and supported the guys. The kids played hard all night long. You know, the score could have been way different than what it was. We got in the red zone several times. We didn't finish. We had penalties on fourth down that gave more opportunities. But on top of, with all that being said, man, these kids played their butts off all night.
When did it start kind of clicking for this offense? Because it just felt like that this game never had what you were looking for, I'm sure, Coop, as far as what you were wanting to see your offense do, but they did enough. What was it that the offense did have success doing tonight?
We threw the ball well, man. We went up 14-0 early. We missed a couple of bad touchdown passes over the rolls. So, we had guys open. We had opportunity. They tackled well tonight. Our guys normally a little scared. Devontae Johnson usually can get away, but these guys tackled very well tonight. So, we did what we wanted to do. We did the things that we normally do. Like I said, we just got in the red zone, and a couple of times we didn't put it in.
Coop, when is the last time the BTW advanced to the second round of the postseason?
I cannot answer that question, Six, because I do not know.
Well, we know it's been 17 years since you hosted a game, and you got it done over in a Struma squad. Next up is University Lab. We'll talk about that next week, and I'm sure you and your coaches are going to be poring over that film, trying to figure out a good way to solve the Cubs down there. But let's talk about these kids again. Coop, what is it about this team? You talk about their resiliency. You talk about how they kept fighting hard. It's tough to do sometimes for kids when they're backed against the wall to really figure out a way to fight their way out of it. When did you kind of start recognizing that your kids had that in them? Maybe not just tonight, but this entire season. Was there a point where you're like, this is a team that's got a little dog in them?
I think it was more or less right around with the quarterback, Davion, when he got hurt, when Vincent Blake had to go to quarterback, and the way they kids fought and the way they rallied around him for those 3 weeks showed us a whole lot about this team. That was the three of the toughest games we're going to play this year with, North Dakota, Northwood, and Loyola, back to back. Oh, was it Minden? It was Minden, I'm sorry. But those 3 games back to back to back, and the kid went out and performed. So at that point in time, we knew, our kids were going to fight for us.
And that they have. Coop, we love when the guys show up and get things done, but we also, it's high school football, man. And so there's always a kid that doesn't necessarily get a lot of attention or doesn't get his name called out, or maybe he was starting for the first time. It's our Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana unsung hero. Who's a kid that kind of fits that description as someone who really performed well that may not get as much of the accolades and the attention?
Okay. Marvin Dixon for us, man, number 55. We call him Spider-Man. He plays O-line. He plays D-line. The kid got a bum shoulder, but he's there every day. Like, the kid played every snap. He went out for one play, hurt his shoulder, jumped up. Hey, coach, can I go back? Son, you got to come out one play. He's right back on the next play. He played defense for us. So Marvin Dixon is one of those kids for us, man, that does all that for us. He's a spark plug for us.
Coop, how does this feel for you? You're coaching at your alma mater, first home playoff game in 17 years. You get a chance now to go down to Baton Rouge and play one of the toughest programs in all the state, but your guys are playing the second week of the postseason. What does this feel like to you?
Feels good, man. That the work we're putting in as a staff and the way the kids are working, you can see the growth of the program to get to this point. First year with 3 wins, 3-point playoff loss. Next year was 4 wins with a 2-point playoff loss. This year now we have 7 wins. So we're growing. The program is growing, and the kids, the coaches, the community, everybody is just on board with what we're trying to do here.
That's so cool, buddy. I don't know who was more excited, Tamika or the kids, but she was fired up and for good reasons. I'm happy for you, Coop. I know that you put so much effort into this, and to do it at your alma mater is pretty doggone stinking cool. So congratulations, Coop. Can't wait to talk to you next week, and I am happy for your fellas.
Yes, sir. We appreciate it.
Thank you, buddy. Gary Cooper on the Chasing Aces hotline as part of our Skint and Dent Coaches Conversation. Oh, boy. Louisville just missed a 46-yard field goal attempt. And Clemson,
that's after the punt?
Yep.
The punt snap?
Yep. And Clemson is up 20-19 with a minute 30 to go. There is a flag on the play. Louisville has 2 timeouts left. So there we go. Gary Cooper and a 7-win season for BTW.
That's pretty incredible.
That's pretty good.
And regardless of what happens next week, they've earned that trip.
Yep.
So that's good.
Look at that district. Again, we thought it was some of the coaches like, how do you determine who the all-district team is? How do you determine who the district coach of the year is?
Right. That would be Gary Cooper for me.
Yeah. I think it would be
That's
for me
a tough
as well.
one, though. I mean, there's definitely a bunch of candidates.
Double D. Austin, these guys all coached well.
Sure.
Daryl Barbay joins us as well now on the Skint and Dent Coaches Conversation, the playoff edition. Daryl Barbay and the Mansfield Wolverines knock off Winfield tonight, 42-12. They move into the second round as well. Congratulations, Daryl Barbay. How you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing real good. Appreciate y'all calling us. It's getting on the air. It was a real good ball game, a lot closer than it was the first time. I thought Coach Keller did an outstanding job. I thought their coaching staff did a great job on offense. Just we couldn't get the ball, and I mean we scored. I think every possession we had it, we just couldn't get it. We looked up one time in the first half, the first quarter was over. We had it one possession and they had it one, and it was over.
Wow.
It was just one possession, and I think they ran probably 10 minutes off, and we just couldn't get the ball. And but it was a great win. I know the kids were excited, and moving on to the second round, it's exciting for us.
What was the key then? Obviously, in the second half, there were multiple possessions. Were you guys creating extra opportunities with turnovers, or how did you guys get so many opportunities?
We came back. We made a few adjustments defensively. The first half, they scored, I think, maybe their first two possessions. And after that, we kind of made a few adjustments, kind of saw what they were doing. And then, they didn't score, the last possession of the first half. Then the second half, they didn't score. And we just did I think we did a really good job of adjustment. Defensive staff did a really good job. The kids did kind of adjusting defensively. And we just kind of, once we got a stop, we could score. We just had to get the ball. But, I mean, there was one drive in the third quarter. We took it down there and scored in about 2 minutes. I looked up. They took the whole third quarter, and I think we got a stop on about the 10-yard line, and it was the end of the third quarter. They took every second off the third quarter clock.
Wow. Daryl, we've heard the phrase has gotten so popular, in these last couple of 3 years, complementary football. Coaches want their teams to play complementary football. The offense helps the defense out by moving the ball deeper in the territory. If they don't score, at least they give the defense a shot because special teams is going to come in and pin them deep and all that good stuff. And so as far as complementary football, it feels like just kind of from the outside looking in, and Dr. Morgan's reporting as well, and what you're saying, that you got a pretty good complementary effort of the defense really kind of showed up early in this game to set the tone, biding time for the offense to get things rolling in the second half. At least that's the way it feels like, that this was just a really –
I would say defensively, we play. I mean, and they, it takes you a couple of possessions to kind of figure out what they're doing. And then once our kids kind of slowed down and kind of saw what they were doing, I thought we did a really good job. And then, they were content. I don't think they ever punted. They went for it on fourth down every time.
Oh, wow.
And they were willing to go for it every time just to keep the ball out of our hands. And they kept it out of us a bunch. Now, once we ever got it, we would score, but it was just they were just playing keep away, and they did a really good job of that. And, one thing we've got to clean up, we've got to do some stuff, special teams. We didn't have a lot of breakdowns, but our kickoff coverage team, we've got to get that fixed if we're going to continue to play and play longer. There's a couple of things we've got to do to fix some things. So, but, I mean, it's all correctable. We just got to get out there and work at it. But it was a good night for us.
As far as the typical, primetime players that Mansfield has out there on the field, who kind of showed up for you tonight? We always expect Terrell Pegues to do something.
I'll say this, Pegues had a good night, but they were just keying on him. All 11 were just keying on him. So, I mean, they were just – but it opened up stuff for everybody else. Like Jaden Hamilton had a really good night running. J.J. Howard, our quarterback, had a good job, scored on a long run. Those guys were able to run because defensively they were just flying to nine. They were trying to get to Pegues. Terrell, everyone's trying to get to him, and when they're doing that, it just opens up everything else for those other people. So those two kids, had a good night because they were just keying on him so much. And he had a really long run one time, probably about a 70-yarder. Scored, and it got moved back about 20 because of a block in the back. So, but it was a good win for us.
We always like to find out, in addition to the Hamiltons, the Howards, the Pegues, those kids who just make high school football what it is, the unsung heroes, the Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana unsung hero. Who's a young man that kind of fits that description tonight for the Mansfield Wolverines?
I would say this, Levi Jackson, defensive tackle for us, had a really good night. He had a good night, and a young man, Jordan Hives. Those two guys on the interior really played well for us, kind of plugging it up. They ran a lot of power and inside trap stuff, and they did a really good job. I was proud of those kids.
What was the first young man again, Coach?
Levi Jackson.
Levi Jackson. Okay.
Yes,
good deal. Because we like to follow up when we talk with you next week a little bit more about Levi and
please do.
Josiah Hides. And so fun stuff. Daryl Barbay, here we are, buddy, heading off into the second round. Another home playoff game for the Mansfield Wolverines. Marksville takes care of Patterson tonight. So Marksville will be traveling to DeSoto Parish to take on the Mansfield Wolverines. A home playoff game in the second round. When's the last time we've seen that with Mansfield? Do you remember?
As we kind of laugh, probably turn of the century, 2000 and probably 2001 maybe, probably right around the turn of the century. So we're excited, and our kids. I told them, I said, we're doing a lot of things that hadn't been done around here in a long time, and that's all contributed to our kids.
That's awesome. Barbay, happy for you, buddy. Enjoy the weekend. Happy for those kids. And I sure hope the folks over at Southern Classic are staying late because there's going to be some folks driving through enjoying that.
Eat some fried chicken.
That's right, man. Good stuff.
Be careful.
Thanks a lot, Daryl.
First Choice Personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Most of these are final now. A handful of them have been marked that way. But Parkway 51, Covington 30. Is that final? Yes. Barb 49, Northwood 21, BTW 22, Estruma 14. In overtime, Terrebonne 27, Natchitoches Central 24, Mansfield 42, Winfield 12, Wassman 35, Minden 14, Logansport 44, Varnado 0, Captain Shreve 61, Hammond 21, Westgate 49, Airline 14, West Feliciana 49, Bossier 6, Manny 35, Red River 27, West Monroe 49, South Lafourche 21, St. Fred's 49, Cedar Creek 6, Church Point 42, North Webster 7, Homer 21, Franklin 20, North Iberville 53, Arcadia 6. They updated that. Arcadia did get a touchdown. Not marked final yet. Richwood 40, Caldwell Parish 20, St. Edmund 62, Lincoln Prep 18, Cecilia 56, Carroll 7, Ouachita 24, Santa Ma 21, East Ascension 57, West Ouachita 17, Union Parish 41, Rayville 18, Parkview Baptist 42, Darbon Woods 28, Oak Grove 47, Port Allen 0, North Lake Christian 59, St. Louis Catholic 20. Has not been updated since the third quarter, but Donaldsonville was leading Westlake 35-28. Grand Lake 61, Montgomery 12, Elton 36, LaSalle 14, Franklinton 51, Rain 14, Acadiana 29, Karen Crow 21, St. Thomas More 41, Lafayette High 7, Southside 52, Prairieville 14, Opelousas Catholic 35, Ascension Christian 7. That one has not been marked final either. Central Baton Rouge 52, Dutchtown 24, Catholic New Iberia 52, Glen Oaks 0, Brother Martin 17, Liberty Bagnet 16, Southern Lab 48, Central Catholic 6, Zachary 48, Salmon 15.
First Choice Personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Make First Choice your last call. 318-797-7810. We're in the middle of our Scant Dent Coaches Conversations. That's right, buddy. We're talking to coaches. We've already talked to Daryl Barbay, who is going to be hosting a second-round playoff game in Mansfield, he said, probably for the first time since the turn of the century. We've already visited with Gary Cooper, BTW, hosting their first playoff game since 2008. They're going to have a second-round game. He said, I don't know when the last time we had a second-round playoff game. So it's been already a monumental night for a couple of programs up here in North Louisiana. We're going to try to reach out to more coaches as we continue with Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland.
Football season is here, and the #1 Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where pay dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. Having personally witnessed just how hard the folks at Alsco work, you can feel great knowing they are working so hard for you. uniforms, linens, facility care, and so much more. Call them today, 318-636-0404, or visit alsco.com. Weekdays, weeknights, weekends, they're all made for Chasing Aces. That's right, Chasing Aces is your entertainment capital. They have something for everyone, for all ages, and I'm telling you from personal experience, everything's a blast. They hit a home run literally with everything out there. Go to chasingaces.golf and book your time today.
Scores on the Quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. If you're looking for a job or if you're an employer looking for an employee, whether it's for a week, a month, or a career, call First Choice Personnel, 797-7810, 318-797-7810.
Are you familiar with Sports Cards of Louisiana, Shreveport Bossier's premier sports card and TCG store? That's right. Buy, sell, trade sports cards, Magic, and Pokemon. They're a Topps Direct MVP account, Topps Buyback Redemption Program, Play Pokemon store. They're a Fanatics Collect Direct Submission Shop, Games, Workshops, Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, Paints and Supply, Magic the Gathering Friday every single week. They have Commander Night plus Pokemon Play on Sundays at Sports Cards of Louisiana, 3000 North Market Street, Suite 178.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
Welcome back, guys. What's going on? Tim Fletcher, Roger, Ruben Wright.
Here in spirit.
He is here. Well, he's probably full of spirits.
Yeah, that is accurate as well.
Adam Hester, Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevy Land. It's getting dent coaches conversation time, and doggone it, let's talk to Coy Brotherton, shall we? Your head coach of the Parkway Panthers, who go out and take care of business after spotting Covington to a 10-0 head start. How about a 51-20 outscoring the rest of the way? Coy Brotherton joins us on the Chasing Aces hotline. Congratulations, Coy.
Appreciate it, Fletch.
That's pretty doggone cool, buddy. 10-0, no panic. What's going on, though, on the headset? What's going on in your mind as you look at Covington up early in this game?
The game kind of played out kind of like we thought it would. It's a different kind of style of offense and ball that they play down there, and they took the ball to start the game and had a long drive. We actually had a great defensive stop, hold them to a field goal there, and we drove the field and fumbled, turned it over, and we were down 10-0 with like a minute to go in the first quarter. And our kids didn't panic. They didn't. They stuck to the game plan. They knew that we could move the ball on them, and we just kind of started driving down the field and scored 2 quick touchdowns and finished the first half with the touchdowns about 10 seconds to go. And then we started the second half with the ball and when we're able to score. So that was a big 14-point swing for us. To be able to double up there at the end of the first half and beginning of the second.
Scoring on that last drive of the second quarter was just so huge. And that Covington on the other sideline had to be weary and leery of what was going to take place. What about the planning for that first possession of the third quarter? Does it change, Coy, if you get that score at the end of the second quarter? Do you kind of change what your ideas are going to be once you get the ball in the third quarter, or was that something you were married to no matter what, if you had scored in the end of the second or not?
No, we were going to be married to it no matter what. We did have a discussion on the headset. We like to go for 2 and kind of push the envelope and kind of try to chase points early in the game. And, we scored right there at the end of the first half to go up 6. And because we were getting the ball to start the third quarter, we went for a 2-point conversion, didn't get it. So we were only up 6 there. If it would have been later in the game, we'd probably get the extra point there. So that was a conversation we had. But the third quarter, the plan was the same. We went down there, scored, got 2-point conversion that time to go up 14, and kind of changed touchdowns there for a minute, and then we added one after we forced the punt to get the 21-point lead.
Where was the biggest advantage for Parkway tonight?
Probably just our run game and tempo. You could tell early in the game, especially the second quarter, we were able to get in and out of personnel. We have three good running backs here with Braxton Black and Damon Akatikow and A.J. Johnson. And we were able to rotate those guys in, keep them fresh. I think each one of them probably had 15, 20 carries. We ran the ball quite well tonight, threw the ball when we needed to, but KB had another great night. I think he was, I think somebody said 15 or 17 on the headset. So he was very productive, doing what he needed to do. But I think this is style of play, getting in and out of formations and in and out of personnel and a little bit of tempo. They had to burn some timeouts early, caught them with too many men on the field, doing a substitution a couple of times. So that was a big advantage for us.
You had some buddies there that you used to coach with and are friends with you that were pulling for you tonight. A big crowd as always, and now you move on to see another day here with Hahnville coming up here to take on the Parkway Panthers next week in round 2. Coy, what's the secret in moving from regional round to quarterfinal round? What is it that teams need to do and you want to see your boys do this next week?
Well, I mean, as the competition gets tougher and tougher, and you continue to go in the playoffs, your margins of mistakes are kind of dwindled down a little bit, and you kind of have to come perfect football there. You can't have the stupid penalties or turnovers or anything like that. You just kind of have to play smarter and be more perfect.
Well, hey, I like that. I like being more perfect than perfect, buddy, and that's what Parkway was tonight. Coy, we love getting those unsung heroes, the Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana unsung hero. Who's a kid that performed well for you tonight that doesn't quite get all the accolades and the attention that some of the other fellows do?
Well, one I want to talk about just during practice, and it's been a year-long thing, is Brian Washington, quarterback for us. He's a freshman. That he's our backup quarterback. He'll be our quarterback for the next 3 years, and he just gives us a good look every day that practice. And he's had a hard test, the last couple of weeks with some of the quarterbacks we played with Malachi and Pop, and even these guys from Covington. And he makes us better each day at practice. And it shows up on Friday night when our DBs and our linebackers are getting a good look at practice.
That's awesome, man. Got to love the scout team QB that's going to be the starting QB next year. But right now, Caleb Williams has said, hey, I ain't through yet, buddy. Let's keep on keeping on, man. Parkway will be at home next Friday in round 2 of the Division I non-select playoffs. Coy, happy for you, happy for the Dirty Red, happy for those kids, and can't wait to talk to you again next week, man.
I appreciate it, Fletch. Talk to you on Wednesday.
Sounds good. Have a wonderful weekend, man. I have a feeling it's going to be a pretty good one. Have a feeling that's going to be a good one. All right. Thanks a lot there, Coy.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Everything has been marked final except for one game. We're trying to figure out what happened with Westlake and Donaldsonville. But we'll get there eventually. Parkway 51, Covington 30, Barb 49, Northwood 21, BTW 22, Estruma 14, Terrebonne 27, Natchitoches Central 24 in overtime. Mansfield 42, Winfield 12, Wassman 35, Mendon 14, Logansport 44, Varnado 0, Captain Shreve 61, Hammond 21, Westgate 49, Airline 14, West Feliciana 49, Bossier 6, Manny 35, Red River 27, West Monroe 49, South Lafourche 21, St. Fred's 49, Cedar Creek 6, Church Point 42, North Webster 7, Homer 21, Franklin 20, North Iberville 53, Arcadia 6, Richwood 40, Caldwell Parish 20, St. Edmund 62, Lincoln Prep 18, Cecilia 56, Carroll 7, Ouachita 24, Santa Maria 21, East Ascension 57, West Ouachita 17, Union Parish 41, Rayville 18, Parkview Baptist 42, Darbon Woods 28, Oak Grove 47, Port Allen 0, Northlake Christian 59, St. Louis Catholic 20, Donaldsonville 35, Westlake 28. That was a third quarter score. We have not seen anything since then. Grand Lake 61, Montgomery 12, Elton 36, LaSalle 14, Franklinton 51, Rain 14, Acadiana 29, Karen Crow 21, St. Thomas More 41, Lafayette High 7, Southside 52, Prairieville 14, Opelousas Catholic 35, Ascension Christian 7, Central Baton Rouge 52, Dutchtown 24, Catholic New Iberia 52, Glen Oaks nothing, Brother Martin 17, Liberty Magnet 16, Southern Lab 48, Central Catholic 6, Zachary 48, Salmon 15.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Make first choice your last call. Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland. We are in our Skint and Dent coaches conversation portion of the show, and we're going to try to find some more coaches to chat with before the show ends. We've got one more show next Friday, second round of playoff action, right here on 101.7 FM, 710 Keel. Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland. What you got, Hester?
Apparently, Donaldsonville beat Westlake 18-0.
And we're just now finding that out.
Well, the score was way off. Score was like 35-28 on the ticker.
And it's 18-0. Outstanding.
Sure.
Outstanding. And we'll be back right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country. Boyd Family Dentistry bringing you our text line sponsorship yet again this year on Friday Football Frenzy. The husband and wife duo of Doctors Jarrett and Mackenzie Boyd taking care of you at 2 locations at Boyd Family Dentistry. They specialize in preventative dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, and of course, exceptional service. The husband and wife dynamic duo and the entire dental team at Boyd Family Dentistry would love to have you pay them a visit. ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com. If you enjoy Tech Tuesdays, you can thank Spell Brothers Lumber for bringing it to you every single week. Spell Brothers Lumber with Tech alum John Salmons at the helm, located at 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier City. 318-747-1194. From lumber and hardware to window installation and so much more, your local lumber folks at Spell Brothers Lumber are here to guide you through the process. 318-747-1194. SpellBrosLumber.com. When I think of the unsung hero in high school football, I think of that player that does all the little things, all the things that the coach asks that player to do, they're taking care of it. When the star of the team goes down, maybe it's that unsung hero that fills the void. Once again, not necessarily getting the accolades, but getting the job done. And that's what Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana has been doing since 1926. They bring you the unsung hero on our Friday night shows as well throughout the week. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana, an unsung hero themselves. The Hill brothers over at Skint and Dent are huge Mudbugs fans. They're huge football fans. They're basically fans of Shreveport Bossier, and you know who's a fan of theirs? Shreveport Bossier. It works both ways. Skint and Dent, up to 50% off on appliances, furnishings. Okay, it's got a little scratch. Can you see it? A little dent? I don't see it. Why would you care? Just collect the savings and enjoy Skint and Dent, 814 Shreveport Barksdale Highway. When is the last time you literally heard someone say, man, there's nothing like this place, and thought, I bet there's something like this place. Dude, there's nothing like Chasing Aces at all. From the home run dugout to the putting zone to the driving base and the par 3, they've got something for everybody. ChasingAces.golf.
Welcome back, guys. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Hester is here. Ruben is here. We're glad to be with you. Our show presented by Chevyland, Chevyland.com. Joining us now on the Chasing Aces hotline as part of our Skint and Dent coaches conversation, your head coach of the Captain Shreve Gators, it's Jeremy Wilburn. What's up, Wilburn?
Hey, what's up, fellas? Y'all doing all right?
We're doing A-okay, man. Well, it sounds like that the boys showed up, showed out tonight. Not too many trips through the Golden Corral Buffet. A 61-21 win. Was that the final score officially, Hester? Is that right? 61-21?
Yes.
Jeremy, buddy, it feels like that everything went right after an early 7-0 deficit, a 61-14 run for the Gators. Take us through it. What did your fellows do so well tonight?
Yeah, we settled in. I think we had some travel yips when we got down here and got on the field. And once the boys kind of settled in, caught up with the speed of the game, and played their ball and did their job, I think that everything kind of fell into place. I mean, we had some mistakes. We had a back end 4 minutes of the second quarter where we had a 14-point swing we missed out on. We gave up one to them late on a little swing screen, and then we didn't execute down in the red zone offensively. They could have really put it out of reach early in the first half, but those things got to get cleaned up because the next 3 weeks, if you're lucky enough to keep winning, your margin gets really narrow.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, we were talking with Daryl Barbay earlier, Mansfield coach. His version of Jamarcie Plater is Terrell Pegues, and he said, man, they were keying on him. Other guys had to step up. Pegues still had some good stuff, but other guys had to step up. You've got Jamarcie Plater, who's one of the top running backs in the state. Everybody that's on Hammond knew exactly where he was every play. How did he perform, and then who stepped up as as they were more than likely had to be keying on him?
Yeah, I mean he had some runs early where we weren't really blocking real well in some areas. We kind of had to adjust what they were doing, and then he got nicked up a little shoulder and came out for a drive or two, and Gabe Lockett popped in there and got the hot hand, popped one for about 75, and ended up having 4 touchdowns on the night. Whoa. Kind of filling in the role. So, he's a special talent as well. He just kind of sits behind Jamarcie in some of these articles and some of the attention that gets focused on us, and he doesn't mind that. He's humble and takes his place and does everything he's asked to do. But he had a huge night for us tonight, came through in a big way, and just ran downhill and ran right at him. And that's kind of what we were challenging our guys to do this week, was to be able to run the ball downhill at him.
Jeremy, you go down there, you handle the travel, you handle the team. What does this kind of do for the mentality of your kids as they try to get forward and try to look forward to, hey, let's see if we can be practicing that week of Thanksgiving? How do you think this kind of affects them as far as just their confidence level?
Well, it for sure gives them more confidence. I mean, and for us, that's a plus. We've also, as a staff, have to manage that and fight that sense of complacency of we've arrived, and make sure that we're staying ahead of where they're at. So that's kind of our challenge we've got this week, is to make sure that they're showing up to practice with the same level of intensity and chip on their shoulder they have when they've come off a loss. And that's always harder to coach off of when you're winning games, and you do get a little confidence, because sometimes you think you got the answers to questions you don't really have the answers to, and we got to make sure that they've got those answers next week.
Jeremy, you're going to take on a Catholic of Baton Rouge squad next week. They're, one of the top programs in the state. There's going to be a lot of folks, especially from below I-40, now below Ellick, that are going to think you have no shot. What is it that just makes you feel like, let's just see what 48 minutes looks like after we get down there? What is it about the way these kids are playing right now?
We're playing with a lot of trust in what we're doing. I mean, the kids believe in what's going on in front of them, and they're very coachable. The most coachable group we've had, and they're coming to the sideline and able to kind of make an adjustment. And when you can do that, then us as coaches can help impact the game and kind of direct them, and so to speak, in the right general direction. And then they've got to obviously play it. But when you don't have coachable kids and you're just relying on talent or explosive plays that you're crossing your fingers are going to hit, you can't stay ahead of the change, you can't stay on schedule. And if we can just maintain possession of the football and play fundamental defense, then we can play with anybody in the state. It doesn't matter who it is. We've got size, we've got speed, we've got physicality. We've just got to show up and do a job repetitively and be coachable.
When we talk about the Gabe Lockett and you talk about Jamarcie, well, how about that Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana unsung hero? Who would that be tonight?
Tonight, probably Keith Bolton, our tight end. He's a absolute multi-tool Swiss Army knife guy, can block in all the run game. He's a massive kid. He's just a sophomore pup, but he has figured it out this year, and he had a couple of big catches, big blocks for us tonight, and just did a tremendous job of kind of leading us from start to finish.
Jeremy Wilburn and the Captain Shreve Gators denied the chocolate fountain, denied the multiple trips to the buffet, and it worked. 61-21, a throttling of Hammond tonight. Captain Shreve goes into the second round, and they'll be headed back down south again next week, but that's the way they like it. Jeremy, I hope your boys have a safe trip back home. Look forward to visiting with you next week as you get ready for the second round of the playoffs.
Thanks, Wes. Thanks, Adam. Appreciate it.
You bet. There we go. All right, we're cutting it close here, so we're going to have to shut it down. But, Hester, I'm kind of looking at the brackets.
All right.
For our local schools. You ready?
What you got?
All right, so Ruston will be entertaining Westgate.
All right. That might be okay.
Yeah.
Didn't they play last year?
Might
year
have.
before? Is it like a decent playoff game, I think?
Westgate always is somewhere.
Yeah, they always kind of find their way.
Right.
Yeah.
Our buddy Jess Curtis down south. South side will host Terrebonne.
Other local schools, Washita will be on the road at Destrehan.
We almost got Jess Curtis versus Natchitoches Central.
Almost.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Parkway will be hosting Hahnville next week.
Okay.
West Monroe will be hosting Barb. Barb knocks Northwood out of the playoffs tonight.
Yeah.
Neville will host Mandeville. And so we'll get Frank Nettles back on. Love having Frank on with us. In non-select Division 2, North DeSoto had to bye. They'll entertain DeRitter. Wassman
That's
will.
not far from there, is it?
Huh?
That's not terribly far.
No,
from
it's not.
North DeSoto, is it?
No, it's not. They probably play basketball.
Yeah, probably so.
You know, as far as other local schools in non-select Division 2, I think that's our only one. Non-select Division 3, Mansfield will host Marksville next week. Manny will be on the road at St. James. Congratulations, Tyler Hassel. Look forward to visiting with Tyler next week. I wanted to get to Tyler and Richie, but we got 1.5 minutes. That ain't going to happen. Homer comes back to beat Franklin. They will take on Haynesville, which is just so funny. You know, another Claiborne Parish Super Bowl. In Division I, Select Evangel had to bye. They will entertain St. Paul's next week. Thomas Bachman and Alexandria Senior High had to bye. They will take on Brother Martin. We'd mentioned Shreve will head back down south. They'll take on Catholic Baton Rouge in Baton Rouge. It's not in Select Division 2. Let's see. BTW will travel down south to take on the Fighting Hesters at University Lab. Loyola is going to be taking on, was it Patrick Taylor or Bel Air?
Bel Air won.
Bel Air
was their first playoff win in several years, apparently.
Bel Air will make their way up here to Mesmer Stadium, and I don't think we've got anybody in Select Division 3 outside of Calvary, right? And Calvary gets, is it Country Day to win tonight or Beekman Charter win?
Country Day, I believe.
I think it was Country Day, wasn't it?
I think it was.
Yeah, Country Day won easily. So, yeah, Country Day will make their way up here to take on the Fighting Ewans. And we do not have anyone Division 4 Select, correct? No. Nope.
I don't think so.
All right, so we got teams. We got games.
Yeah.
We don't have Hester next week, but we'll keep it going. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Thanks to Jerry Montgomery, Steve Horn, Bubba Winningham, and everybody at Chevyland. Thanks to Skint and Dent, Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana, Spell Brothers Lumber, Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers, Boyd Family Dentistry, First Choice Personnel, Chasing Aces. Check out the long drive competition on Thursday between the golf teams. That's fun as can be. Alsco, and again, thanks again to Chevyland. Thanks, Ruben Hester. Thanks all season long, buddy. We'll have somebody in that chair next week. Take care, everybody. See you.
If it's happening, we know about it. And we'll bring you what happens next. Breaking news and trending talk. 101.7 FM and 710 Keel. KeelNews.com. Keel News.